Welcome to Adventures in Alberon, A Tale of 12 Gems, our original D&D campaign. I am Joe Treff, your GM this evening, and many others, and joining me are my friends Matt, Vincent, Tina, Alana, Kara, and Hannah. We are going to play D&D tonight, but first, a couple of quick announcements. First of all, last night we played our original Starfinder campaign. It is a cyberpunk sort of criminal heist campaign. And this group, despite having a very successful initial heist, have found themselves very quickly plunging into chaos and trouble. And so you can see the sort of brawl that happened during our first shopping episode when it re-airs.
That makes sense.
On Sunday. Like, there are fatalities.
Like, what
that also makes sense.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay.
We also have a website, alberonrpg.com. It links to our YouTube, our Instagram, at alberonrpg, on all those different things. You can see pictures and things relating to the stuff that is on our table, like this little encounter map that you can see here. You can see it a little bit here, but in better detail at alberonrpg if people take pictures. We use Monument Studios music and Sirenscape for the sound effects, including jungle music, which you are listening to right now. And that is all the announcements that I have for this week. And so it is time for A Tale of 12 Gems. And before we go to Kara for the recap, I saw that Crix redeemed a shirt. Talon, you redeemed a shirt, so please let me know what shirts you want, and we'll get those sent out. I think probably we can do a little... Actually, for anybody who wants stuff, we could do a little merchandise order next week.
Pretty sure they want the Grimgob shirt.
The Grimgob. I'll look in the chat, and I will confirm. But yeah, size and that, and then you could just whisper us the address, and we'll send it over to you.
No, you need to post your address in the chat. No, don't
Please
Don't dox yourself.
We don't want to know.
Alberon RPG cannot recommend that action. So, thank you for all of the support, for showing up, for seeing like a million sessions of these games. Really appreciate all of that. Enter Kara for the recap.
Misfits. I need the brain cell back. Hold on. On this episode, Alana and I will be sharing a single brain cell. Twins.
More than that.
No. That's for after dark.
No.
Misfits! When last we met, the rapids ahead. But not quite, because it's geysers first. And despite the geysers being very scary and arguably more injurious to us than the rapids ended up being, we made it through unscathed, and with plenty of time to prepare ahead of said rapids, we passed by them quickly and efficiently. Bypassing many of the dangers of this river, we eventually make our way to a delightfully relaxing grove of trees. Mangrove trees. It's a thing. I don't have the brain cell back. I think I lost it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Oh, damn it.
Our brain cells combined.
That was
It was a grove. There was a name. I didn't write it down, but I did write down what we saw there. Anyway, on our last watch, because indeed the rapids arrived during the middle of the night, as all good rapids do, Tonki and Nora witnessed a glowing ring surround them in somewhat of a protective circle. Tonki in particular began to realize that this glowing ring was a sign that we are protected by something larger, something deeper that wants us here and is glad to have us there. And made the connection between that and Emmy's earlier encounter, that perhaps maybe the Spirit of Mythalstrean is more aware of us than we thought.
Lantern Meyer.
Thank you.
Is that what you were saying?
We head into Mireclaw Pact territory, a fact which is illuminated for us as we make the acquaintance of the Toad Riders. Toad Riders, of course, being goblins that ride on toads by standing on the toads, and that is how you ride a toad. I don't remember.
So there may have been some... They sometimes will stand on the toads to like take an archery stance, but they're not just constantly standing there like
Also,
this, riding around on the toads.
You said step on, which is a distinct term.
We meet Malcrinch of the Toad Riders, who informs us that in order to pass with the Mireclaw's blessing, we must do something for them in exchange. And in this case, he wants us to acquire some sweet cane, which just happens to be the thing that the Bogwash distillery uses for their rum. So maybe we can kill two birds with one stone, and we can get the sweet cane, and we can also get some rum, and maybe figure out why the verdant coil is apparently so interested in that place now. And so we head on off across mangrove roots and swamp, some of us more successfully than others, and some of us making the acquaintance of some rather small and distracting wildlife, leading to Thule, and Nora in particular, having up-close encounters with the invisible kind.
Bog leeches.
It was great. Nothing terrible would have happened to us. Thankfully, Emmy expertly revealed them and removed them for us. Ever the good cleric.
Damn straight.
Remembering which way is west, but not how to avoid bogs, Nora confidently walks west, and we'll deal with that later. But eventually, we decide that our true fate rests in the hands of one tiny little toad, currently enjoying the company of the one person who could speak to him, Tuli. Tuli, what is your toad friend's name again?
Bubbles.
It's Bubbles.
I'm gonna call him Bubs.
I was going to say, in fact, I was thinking about the entire time last session.
The only reason that he's named Bubbles is because there was going to be a funny moment where the frog farted and there'll be little bubbles in the water.
Oh, damn.
Not relating to the other bubbles.
That does
but I
sound
like it.
funny.
He's also really into cleanliness.
Also really inclined. Also bald.
Fastidious toad.
That's true.
Eventually, however,
Fastidious.
we find a bone cave, which definitely has to be scary because it's just a bunch of bones tied up. And as we get closer, realize that the imagery depicted on the bones is actually kind of pleasant and not creepy at all, despite, as the words come out of my mouth, feeling creepy. But that just might be because I DM a lot of horror campaigns.
More like wind chimes made out of little skeletons.
Yeah, definitely not creepy at all.
My
Anyway,
insight
we
insight
meet
check said
Nettlebones, a bone goblin who helps remember the small things. And after spending, quite honestly, a lovely time with them in the swampy rain, we learn more names for the Spirit of Mythalstrean, including the Lady Under Leaves, and She Who Still Tries, and Mistra, perhaps? No time to think about that, though. We've got a bog to find and some rum to liberate, as well as a bit of sweet cane in order to pass through the Mireclaw Pact territory unscathed and maybe find a dirge moon, which calls to all goblins and others, and has similar unfortunate consequences to all who find it. All of that, however, depends on whether or not we survive our current encounter with more fauna of this forest. Some proto-salamanders. As indeed we are surrounded, as we come to this section of the river, by maybe friends? Tuli's talked us out of a lot of animal encounters. I'm sure this will be fine.
And yet.
And as you sort of find yourselves between two of these massive creatures, you can see they are much larger than the typical sort of creatures that you are familiar with in this sort of vicinity, each of them stretching out to be close to 8 or 9 feet long. Each of them has about 6 arms, 2 of which are planted firmly on the ground, but as they kind of raise up, you can see with these long sort of claws, the front ones seem to be almost geared towards all of you. And as you make eye contact with these 2 creatures that you have stumbled onto, I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Of course.
Which guy am I going to blame for my problems tonight? It's you, little blue one.
That's tiny. Oh, maybe this will be a social encounter.
Is it a natural 20?
Yeah, but I don't know if I can
Wait a minute. I don't like how Joe's asking this.
What is your dexterity?
No!
Wait, no, he's got good ducks.
I have
He has
better than
dex.
you, Dex.
Oh, everybody has better decks than me.
Dog has got a small dex. All right, anybody else with a natural 20? 25 to 20.
It's not about the size of the decks. That's how
20
you
to
use it.
15.
18.
18 for Taki.
I'm listening. You just haven't reached me yet.
15 to 10.
10!
It's because of the small decks.
Okay, so 12 for Ralph. I heard 11 for Emmy. And then 10 for Nora. 10 to 15.
I was highly distracted. I'm at 20, actually.
Wow!
Okay, so the way that this works out, the proto-salamanders are starting us off with a natural 20, and then Tuli with a natural 20 is going just a little bit slower, followed by Grimgob at 20, then Tonki, then Ralph, then Emmy, and then at the very end, Nora. So, We start off with the proto-salamanders. As you make eye contact with these things, you sort of in the front of this group, Ralph, there is one that is almost immediately in front of you, maybe no more than 20 feet away, up on this slight, warm, basking stone, and it hisses at you with this loud hiss, and it snakes down towards you. You can feel immense heat rolling off of it. And the other one is going to follow suit.
I don't like how close they're getting to me, Joe.
Ooh, that's a kiss.
And then this one climbs vertically down this rock.
Oh, they have a climb speed? Dang it.
Yes, they do.
They're salamanders, of course they do.
And they're going to dash
Oh,
to
no.
get up to Thule through that difficult
Maybe the
terrain.
photo meant they
Uh-oh.
Thule, behind you, this thing comes stomping across the ground. It breaks through the bushes. There is a splintering of wood, and it just looms over you, standing with its body curved up, these two claws outstretched. That is its whole turn, though. But the one over in front of you, Ralph. First, as it crawls up to you, plants its bottom feet and swings its tail at you. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
No.
All right, it swings this tail. You lower your shield, and there is this loud clang that rings across the forest. Birds just apart from the canopy overhead, and then it swings around with its claws, and that is even lower. And so, Ralph, you raise up your shield. There is just this cacophony of claws on metal, but you stand firm. That is both of the salamanders. That brings us to Thule.
Shit.
This creature rises up over you, just hissing.
Ooh.
Not a creature I've ever seen or heard of, or are they common enough that I would be familiar with, like, salamanders?
You're not familiar with this just at a glance.
Okay. I am going to attempt phantasmal force on this
Okay.
this creature here.
That's a saving throw, correct?
Yes, this is an int save.
Int
Yes.
7.
All right, that is a failure. So that on a failed save, I create a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon of my choice, no larger than a 10-foot cube, that is perceivable only to the target for the duration. Has no effect on undead or constructs.
This creature is not undead, nor is it a construct.
Cool.
Growth.
So I want to make this thing imagine I'm thinking a large, I guess, infantile rock. Would that
Okay.
fit within?
I thought
a
you
10-foot
meant
cube?
like a
RO
baby-looking
ROC.
stone.
That's also what I was. I don't just think I don't know.
Like
Okay.
an 8-foot-tall, like granite, like. But no, you mean the rock, the
Yes.
bird. Cool.
Because I
absolutely.
imagine this thing's like a centipede-looking or like salamander-looking thing.
Absolutely.
Probably would be threatened by that.
So, casting this magic, you cast this spell, and you can see this creature's pupils just dilate as the magic takes effect. It suddenly looks up and begins to just hiss at the air. It scurries to the left, it scurries to the right. You imagine that the spell has taken effect.
All right, so a bunch of stuff happens for this thing, but most of which is each round on my turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage to the target if it is in the phantasm's area or within 5 feet of the phantasm, provided that the illusion is of a creature or hazard that could logically deal damage, such as by attacking.
Here, this can be the phantasm, just because it's easy to see.
Cool. And it's a 10-foot cube, so I have it right now just centered on this guy. So I'm just going to have it there for
Does it
next.
do anything besides just do damage? Or does it make it do anything?
It is, well, it perceives it as if it's real.
Okay.
And it rationalizes like a logical outcome, so it genuinely believes this to be a
Perceives
combatant
the
and
damage
can
as a
waste
type
turns and
appropriate
stuff
to
on
the
that.
illusion.
All right, anything else, Thule?
That is it for... actually, I guess I'm going to use my movement to get away from it now.
It's still going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
As you do this, it swings with its tail. That is going to be a 21.
Holy shit, yeah.
All right. It hits,
Wait. I'm gonna go ahead and fucking... Can I do that? I think I want to use my reaction if possible. I don't know. Need to check. Yes, I think I can, right? Cutting words?
Give me 1 second. I can pull it up.
All right, so
'Cause
that's
I can use it on
this is-
myself, right?
This is
Or I
kind of
guess I can use
confusing.
it. That's why I want to... I gotta check. Because I think I can use it when it does it to me.
When
It's
it makes an
confusing
attack
because-
roll, ability check, or damage roll, you
I can
must choose
see
to
it.
use it after the creature makes its roll, but before the success or failure is known.
But he knows what his AC is, so as soon
Yeah.
as he knows what the roll is, it's kind of like it's impossible to like.
So I would say for that, you kind of like, before I say anything, you have to use cutting words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I'm gonna roll my concentration to
There you
not
go.
get
You
fucked.
are taking 9 points of bludgeoning damage plus.
I was like,
So that's 9 points of bludgeoning damage plus 5 points of fire damage. And can you please make a strength saving throw?
try. No. Do I have to make another con save for failing my strength save?
No, you
just
do
now?
not, because
Okay.
you're not taking damage from this.
Okay. But that is a failure on the strength save. It was a 3 on the die.
So you are grappled.
Damn.
And until this grapple ends, you are considered restrained. They just hold onto you. The tail rolls
Damn.
up, almost like a hand just curling around you. Yes, Vincent?
Sorry, I'm asking this because I know I'm next. If I force movement on the guy, do I think that this will break the grapple? If I force movement the salamander.
Probably not.
Okay,
Especially considering just like the size of this creature.
got it.
That when the tail like reached out and grabbed Thule was almost like more than 5 feet away. You imagine they have a pretty long reach.
Okay, so he does take 6 psychic damage from my phantasm.
Okay.
I'm still concentrating, so that's still up, but now I have a bonus action still. Having and I guess I can't use my movement.
Correct.
So
Anything for that bonus action?
yeah, I'm gonna bonus action to Grimgob. Be like, could you help me?
There is just immense heat that is kind of radiating off this creature, and at the end of your turn, Thule, this creature's paws in the ground, the claws begin to make the mud boil.
Oh boy.
There is just immense heat now radiating off the claws themselves. The tail does not seem to be quite so hot. But that is your turn, Thule. That brings us to Grimgob.
All right. I am going to try something. Let's see. Creative.
Creative, oh no.
All right. I want to move over here, and I want to cast. Let me know if you think this will work. I want to cast lightning lure on Thule.
Wait.
I see
And
where
just
he's
yank
going.
him out of the
I
grapple.
like the vision.
I see the vision. I hope I have the HP.
Here's the thing, though. It will only do damage if he becomes within 10 feet of me. I could just pull him 5 feet away, so he's not next to me, so it'll pull him.
So this is what I'll say. You can certainly do this. It will do the damage, but more pressingly, the way that we'll have this happen is the target, Thule, will not have to succeed on a strength saving throw. You can use your intelligence modifier to try to break the grapple DC on this creature.
Will Thule have to take damage if I only pull him 5 feet, and he's not, making him not within 5 feet of me?
If he's not within 5 feet of you, he does not take the damage.
Hell yeah. Lightning lure on my boy, Thule.
Fantastic. So
So, what do you want me to do?
make a, you know what? We'll actually make this even easier for you. Make a ranged spell attack.
Ranged spell attack.
And the DC to hit is the DC to break this grapple.
Okay, I don't think that I'm gonna need the... I should use it?
Well, use your judgment.
Alright. I judge that I am confident that I am
As
gonna
Grimgob
hit this.
would be.
It's what his character would do.
It's what my character would do. All his inspiration is from within.
All you thought that
Total
Ballast was
Let's see. 18.
With an 18, Grimgob, you dash to the left, whipping your hands around in this almost lasso-like motion. And then you throw this crackling rope of lightning around you, Thule. You are gripped with this. There is a crackle that emanates off you.
Tickles.
This creature just hisses, lets you go, and Grimgob just yanks you free with this lure.
I yank you 5 feet this way so that you are not next to me.
Very, very nice. Anything else, Grimgob?
Hell yeah.
Let's see. That was my action. Yes. And is this thing... I use my bonus action to do a telekinetic shove on the same guy and push him like 5 feet away.
Okay, what kind of saving throw?
Strength.
That is going to be 19.
He will make it, and that will be the end of my turn.
As you pull Tula, you try to shove this creature, and that energy just washes over this massive body, unable to displace it. But that is your turn, Grimgob. That brings us to Tonki.
Yeah, get big.
All right, Tonki, you look to the left, you look to the right, these creatures scamper in. As they close, you just roar and grow bigger and bigger until you are now standing 1 foot in the stream, which bends slightly around you, and 1 foot on the shore.
Oh, I didn't realize this. All right, and I'm going to delicately pick my way along this bank of the stream and just reach out and attempt to grab the salamander by its neck.
I imagine in Tonki's journal, it's like, today I delicately went, but in reality, it's you just crushing stones. Sand is being produced along the shore as you stomp
Took
through.
a lovely stroll along
So
beach.
that's a grapple check.
Jaunt through
Okay.
woods with friends.
25. Nice.
Very nice.
All right.
They rolled low.
You grappled,
This creature has 6 arms, but not even with that are they able to outmaneuver you. You go in really low, dipping down almost to your knees, and just scoop this creature up from under its second pair of arms. You tip it up on its very, very tippy toes. You can hear the hiss become almost this squelch as you just loft it up. You have this thing in like a bear hug.
Phenomenal. Okay, so I've used 10 feet of movement. While grappling, I could move it up to half my movement speed. I'd like to just move it a square away from Ralph to trigger an attack of opportunity.
I would say it's probably not possible given that the stream itself is difficult terrain. You're looking at half of movement. So you could move maybe
I'm close. I'm in the stream enough that it's difficult terrain.
No, but to move backwards, you would have to move into difficult terrain.
I was hoping to rotate him.
To rotate.
Yeah, so that maybe he's in this.
That's not really using movement.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So me grapple. Don't worry, salamander. Me help you not attack.
I do like the
anymore.
idea of using the pivot rule in basketball there for that.
I'm not traveling.
Anything else, Tonki?
Yes.
Just dunk him in the river.
Dunk in the river. Okay, that was bonus action, movement, the grapple. Okay, I'm done.
At the end of that attack, Tonki, you do take 6 points of fire damage as you can hear its bones pop, but the fire just begins to leak out of its claws, begins to lick at the corners of its mouth as it drools. It's almost like little bits of napalm dripping down. This creature, mad that it is grappled, and it begins to just thrash wildly, but you hold it tight.
And Tonki goes, "It's hot!"
That is your turn, Tonki. That brings us to Ralph.
All right. So, how much is Tonki obscuring the salamander in regards to a touch range thing?
What do you mean?
I would like to touch the salamander without touching Tonki.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, great.
It's very important.
You're clumsy, but you're
It's
not
very
that
important
clumsy.
that Tonki is not touched.
These are 2 very, very large creatures.
I feel
Okay.
like Tonki would do that thing that cats do when you go to pet.
Yes. Okay, so
Tonki's dex is higher than yours.
yeah. Ralph will kind of
Load
she
that
has the
squad.
hammer in one hand and the shield in the other.
Guess I gotta fix my
And she'll
problem.
essentially drop the hammer, so she has a free hand
Okay.
to reach out and cast inflict wounds upon the salamander in
Very
front of me.
nice, very nice. What
Level
kind of
1
saving throw?
inflict wounds, I believe. I had it open and then I accidentally closed it, and then I'm very good at this. It is, I believe it's a spell attack. Yeah, spell attack.
Okay.
So I must attack, and hopefully I don't miss. How?
You jinxed it.
I did.
said set yourself up
Hold
for
on.
failure.
It's
The dice
cocked.
hurt.
It's cocked. It's just sitting weirdly. Okay, great, excellent. No.
Total of?
I mean, 8.
You reach out in that moment. Tonky just goes whoa and takes one big step to the left, and you almost just plant this inflict wounds on Tonky's back. You have to release the spell so that you do not inflict wounds upon Tonky.
No.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Tonky is mid-pivot.
Me sorry, Ralph. No.
Me sorry.
Everything is fine. And then,
Bad.
there's not really much else I can do. All my bonus action things are, in fact, spells that have leveled slots. So, I guess Ralph will just thematically brace herself without actually doing anything, because that's an action.
No problem. You lift your shield up a fraction higher. That brings us to Emmy.
Well, to start, I would like to get out of the range of the one that I am closest to. So I think I'm going to make my way toward this batch of
Right here?
trees. Yeah.
Is this difficult terrain?
That is difficult terrain, yes.
It's fine on the edge as well.
1, 2, 5, 6.
Perfect. And I'm not really going to be a whole lot of help to you guys in this fight, so we're just gonna... Crazy thought, would control flames? Can I instantaneously extinguish the flames that the salamander's giving off?
That's a very cool idea. The heat seems to be more internal.
Like charcoal.
Probably not, but I do like that idea.
I snuff out your tail flame, Charmander.
you know.
But a very cool idea.
In that case, then we're just gonna guiding blast, because that's, you know.
But
what we
There
do.
you go. Which one? The one that
lizard.
Tonky's holding?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
For an 18.
That is a hit.
A guiding blast is always helpful, no matter the situation.
Yeah. 3.
It's a little helpful in this situation. You strike it for 3 points of damage, but this creature begins to just glow in your arms. Tonky, you have to kind of look away for a second. Anything else?
No, that's what I got for now.
That brings us to Nora.
Remember that time Grimgob hit and did 0 damage? That was very helpful.
Yeah.
So, can we see the phantasm?
You can't, but it is behaving as if it were entirely real to it.
So you can't see the phantasm, but you
can't
see it
perceive-
reacting as if
but we
there
can see it
is.
reacting. And
You can see it fighting its inner demons.
And I'm concentrating on it. as
does
if-
Nora know if hitting something that is under this does anything to the spell, or would Nora not know that?
Do you know the spell?
It's like Phantasmal Force is the name of the spell, but do I know the wording of the spell? No.
Is the spell in your spell?
No,
Okay.
no, it's
Then no, you
would
probably
we know of the spell academically?
That
even
would
if
be an
it's not
Arcana
on
check.
something?
Yeah.
Like vaguely, but like you know Phantasmal Force, spell that causes wild things to happen in people's minds.
Okay.
All right. Nora feels like that Thule might be in a worse space just because Tonky is grappling the thing and everyone. Oh, you know what? No. Does Nora know about spreading damage? Sissy's in danger. Oh, sorry. Constitution saving throw for frostbite, please. Words?
For frostbite?
Yes. It's a
Oh,
cantrip.
for this, I thought you were calling the salamander frostbite. Like he had a name all of a sudden.
There were a lot of words
It
that
would
just
be a really cool name.
Fire
Yeah.
salamander.
What kind of save?
It's like calling a big guy
That is going to
tiny.
be a 11.
failure.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Whoa, max damage.
And which one is this?
This guy.
Gotcha. Okay.
6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack.
Nora, as you cast Frostbite, this creature begins to violently writhe in Tonky's arms. It begins to just like hissing, trying to scrape at this as it deals 12 points of damage and it is twice as effective
Oh, look at
as
that.
you would hope it to be.
Something makes sense. Fire lizards hate cold.
Anything else, Nora?
No, they have no bonus actions to give.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round and to the proto-salamanders. So first, this one that is affected by phantasmal force. Let's see here. It is going to move to stay within Thule and the force's range, but it turns its back to you, Thule.
Hell yeah.
It is going to swing at you with the tail and at this phantasmal force with its claws.
Oh.
So Thule, it swings its butt around at
Apologies.
you. Does a 13 hit?
This is the. I want to cutting words again, but I can't cutting words. I'm like, fuck.
You gotta stay in the game.
It's so
13.
weird to like think.
I know,
to
it's a tough
use
one.
the reaction before the attack even happens.
Try it when you have to use it before they pick up the dice.
What if he just never remembers what his AC is?
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Like-
I'm down.
Yeah.
Plus
Just
5
remove
points
that
of
from your
fire
memory.
damage. But this
I should've
tail
done
just
that.
swings around. You all watch as Thule's body is lifted off the ground and just slammed into unconsciousness. This phantasmal spell just fades into nothing. This creature, about to slash at it, turns around, and it is going to...
Would it have? Oh no, because it's my turn. Never mind.
It is going to use its action to pick up Thule.
Oh jeez.
Hate that.
In one of its many arms.
In 2 of its many arms. Yeah, Thule's large enough that it needs 2 of them. So in both of its arms now kind of picks up Thule. Looking over at all of you, it just goes and then begins to turn as if to scurry off.
Uh-oh.
The second... Oh, yes?
I would like to do something at the end of its turn.
At the end of its turn or...
Damage.
At the end of that guy's turn.
Yeah.
So is
My turn.
okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my stone rune. Can it please make a Wisdom save DC 12?
Yeah. That's the one that is trying to carry Thule away?
Yes.
Wisdom?
Yep.
13.
No.
Sorry.
That's very upsetting.
This creature just seems to duck and dodge just a little bit away from
Oh.
where you use this ability.
Silvery barbs is a thing I have.
Silver barbs?
Yeah.
6.
It is incapacitated, and some other stuff that I will.
Silvery barbs, I can wait for the roll to result.
That's what I keep thinking cutting words is, but
okay.
it's a different thing.
So it is charmed by me for 1 minute. While charmed this way, it has a
who
speed
is
of 0 and is incapacitated.
That's
Descending into a
Antosh.
dreamy stupor, it can repeat the save at the end of each of its turns.
So as this ability takes effect, Thule's body lifted aloft, this creature hisses, turns, and all of a sudden just almost kind of sags into this plant life. Yes.
Does advantage work from silvery barbs for death saving throws?
I believe so.
Can I give it to Thule?
That's a good idea.
God damn, everybody's got good ideas.
I know.
I have the brain
I
cell right
never
now,
thought about this.
apparently.
I think it has happened before where you do get.
It's on
you
my
can have advantage on death saves, but I don't know if you can get it.
Absolutely, that will work because it says you can choose a different creature you can see within range.
Nice.
The chosen
still a
creature has
'cause I'm
advantage
not
on the
dead.
next
You're not a
attack
corpse
roll,
yet.
ability check, or saving throw it makes, not that it chooses,
Yes.
which is what makes the difference.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that's
absolutely.
the part.
Words.
So I have advantage.
You have advantage for your death save.
I'm gonna put restrained on the incapacitated boy because I don't think we have.
There you go. So that just kind of in a dreamlike stupor, still holding the body of Thule, but just kind of almost like a child might hold like a teddy bear. It's just kind of like Thule's body just draped across the ground.
And I'm also like, ugh.
So that was the end of that guy's turn.
The one over by you that you are currently grappling, Taki. They're just going to attack you.
Yeah.
First, they're going to attack you with its... Actually, they're just going to do 2 claw attacks. The first one is going to be a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
That is going to be 5 points of slashing damage plus 5 points of fire damage. And then it lashes out one more time. That is going to be even higher with a 21 to hit.
Damn.
That is going to be 10 points of slashing damage plus 1 point of fire damage. This creature just thrashing, clawing at you, trying to bite at you. It's still unable to get free, but that is both of these proto-salamanders. That brings us to Thule. That's saving throw, please. And you get advantage on this.
A large die going. Did it help? Not at all?
don't
Did you
think
get
it
natural
helped.
1?
I got a 3 and a 4.
Hey, that's one failure though. Only one failure from that 3 and that 4. So, Thule,
help you
in
on
the
this. I
darkness
can
of this
actually help
space,
you on this.
this creature not carrying you further away, but still you are traveling further away from life.
Damn.
That brings us to Grimgob.
If I lightning
Just like
lure the
the
salamander,
last
do I
time.
think that he'll drop?
When I went
Tuli?
to the ethereal plane.
Or will we just take Tuli with him?
You imagine, I'll probably just take Tuli with him. I would say you don't know.
Okay, I guess we'll find out.
Hopefully I won't have a next one.
I will say to the group, hey guys, Tuli's out, and I think that salamander's trying to eat him. And I'll cast lightning lure on the salamander.
Okay.
The mic's absolutely just red line.
Strength saving throw.
That is going to be a 23.
That will make it.
Damn.
So you try to lightning lure this creature.
Maybe they
You can
just
see the whole
want
body
to
just
take me to their house
a little bit
for
further,
dinner.
but does not move.
Okay. We'll move a little bit closer. And it's incapacitated, right?
Some problems.
Correct.
It is incapacitated. There's just no ring for it.
Okay.
Unless there is.
I checked.
Anything else, Grimgob?
Hey Tonki, can you move these two salamanders close to each other? And that's
Try.
my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Tonki.
Okay. Well.
How far can I get him to here? So, okay.
So you
moving
are not.
along the
You can
street.
move straight along that part of the street, no problem. It's just half movement for dragging that dude along.
So, 1, 2, 3. Is this difficult terrain?
That is difficult terrain.
So I just moved 15 feet.
You can move one more
I
in
can
there.
move one more and then
Just
I
drag
have
him
to
in
stop. Okay.
there.
Oh,
That's what I do.
that's perfect.
We should know what square Tuli is in technically, right?
Yes.
Is he in this one or
Yes,
next?
he should be. He turned
Technically on the
okay.
tail, right?
Yeah,
Like in the
Okay. That's good to know.
tail range.
For reasons.
absolutely.
Caught by a tail.
Okay, that was my movement, and then I'm just gonna punch. I'm gonna punch the one I'm grappling.
There you go. Make that attack roll. Also, do they
Oh,
take damage at the start of the
They
turn?
do. I'll remember that eventually. So it was 3 damage at the start of the turn,
Okay.
and then that's gonna be 16 to hit.
16 is a hit.
Okie dokie. Woo! Max damage for 12 points of bludgeoning.
Very nice.
Oh, and sorry, we'll remember all my mechanics eventually. And 1 more point for Giant's Might.
One more point for Giant's Might. This creature, you just drag it along, punching it as you move. Every step, you just punch it. You take another step, you just punch it again. This creature is just... but it's still just kind of being dragged along. Grimgob, you watch as Tonki makes this a reality. These creatures now right next to each other. Anything else, Tonki?
She's like this, Grimmy?
Yeah, it's perfect.
That brings us to Ralph.
All right, excellent. So let me just double check. I don't know if I brought it today because that would be convenient for everyone involved. And it's not a Minka problem, it's a Lana problem of just choosing the worst spells per day. That's actually a feature. All right, no. So I got nothing. Yeah. So what I will do instead is I heard Grimgob say that he's gonna. They're doing something over there. Knowing Grimgob, I'm assuming it's an area of effect.
Okay.
So I don't want to be standing next to the salamanders when it happens.
Sure.
Instead, can I see if I can? I don't know if I have enough movement. Is it how many squares is it to get behind the salamander where Tuli is?
1, 2, 3. You can get to here.
Okay. I'll go over there. And then if nothing else, I will see if I can use my action to wrestle Tuli out of the arms of the salamander to try to get him out of the way.
I literally was thinking that, but I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to be the guy. So
Is your
you
movement
rush
30
over
feet?
here as
Yes.
Tonki drags this creature away. You rush behind, trying to get into a place where you can free Tuli from his ultimate fate. That is your
Ultimate!
His
Ralph?
destiny. His
Damn.
destined fate.
Hey, how does Tuli want to go?
That is
in
your
the
turn,
arms
Ralph?
of a beautiful.
Yeah, is it possible
I'd
to use my
rather
action
just
to
not
try
go.
to pick Tuli up from the salamander?
Option
Or is he
C.
just
Well, with him incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions. They're still holding him. I would say if you want, you can use your action to just try to grapple him away at advantage.
Okay. So it's like it would still be a contested strength then?
Yes, it would be contested strength. I'm going to give them disadvantage and you advantage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Cool.
Super advantage.
Ooh, good. Wait, what number is this? It is dark. Ooh, even better. Okay. So I do believe, unless the salamander rolled super well, it's strength check, right?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
No.
What is your strength score?
That's what I knew it! When you were like, huh.
As you try to grab, almost reflexively, these arms just tighten around Thule. You hear the air in Thule's mouth just out as they squeeze. There is a cracking of bones. They hold taut. You almost pull them out, but they are just strong enough.
Wow.
Ralph will just start cursing and say, Grimgob, aim away from this man.
You find yourself not where you wanted to be, Ralph. But that is your turn. That brings us to Emmy.
Emmy is going to bring her hands together and manifest some of her healing light
Okay.
and pass it to Thule.
Okay. Thule, all of a sudden, you come to just being crushed by the sound. Ralph is just tugging on your arm.
Just think of it like a really big hug. It's Tonky.
For 10 points of health.
But you do get 10 points of health, and it is immensely hot. In this grip, there is just little bits of fire licking at your clothing from this creature's arms and its mouth.
It is warm.
Why does it sound
I think
like
I can get over to where I can touch Thule and then like back up this way a step behind Ralph.
I think with the difficult terrain, it's probably going to be like
Thule.
10, 20. I think you can probably just get to Thule, if that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I got him.
I mean, if I can get to Thule, I will.
Okay. If you could move Emmy up to where, I think it's just in front of where Thule is.
She's right there.
You'd have to check.
Right
but I have
here?
bad perspective because of this rock.
And then Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
For 12.
Very nice. Manifesting elements of this healing energy in your hands, you leave the cover of the tree line. You can feel the heat radiating off this creature, but it doesn't bother you. You channel this warmth into Thule, and Thule, you come back to life. Anything else, Emmy?
That's it.
Okay. Just saving Thule's life. That's it. That brings us to Nora.
I'm just gonna move back. That sounds good.
And she like kind of runs back. Oh, and fire lizards. I need another Constitution saving throw, but this time from the one that's holding Thule.
Okay. That is going to be a 5.
Also a failure, shockingly. I know everyone is surprised by that. For 5 cold damage, and despite being incapacitated, it now has disadvantage on its next weapon attack.
And that's twice as effective as you would imagine it to be. Anything else, Nora?
Standing back.
You shout out that this is a fire lizard. You use this cold damage. That brings us to the top of the round and to these proto-salamanders. So this one that is being grappled currently, it's at the end of this turn that it stops being incapacitated.
The other one. So the other one can make the save. Can try the save again at the end of its turn.
Gotcha.
The one I'm grappling is not incapacitated.
Gotcha. So, since it can't do anything, we'll start with the one that is incapacitated at the end of its turn.
Wisdom save DC 12.
That is a 13.
Okay.
And so it shakes its head and at the very end of its turn begins to kind of thrash around again. Thule, you can feel yourself just kind of getting whipped around a little bit. The one that you are grappling, Tonky,
I got it.
is going to just take 2 claw attacks against you again.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
That is going to be a 14 to hit.
No.
And lower. So as you crush this creature, holding it taut, you can see it's almost able to strike out at Thule, and so you just hold it even tighter, and it cannot get any offense off. That is both of the proto-salamanders. That brings us to Thule. Yes.
Quick question. Did it roll with disadvantage on its last weapon attack? The one that hit,
It did.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I'm still grappled. Yes.
You're kind of in like a grapple sandwich right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got lots of hands on you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when in doubt,
It's like Oreo again. Everyone wants a piece of Thule right now.
Starry Wisp this thing in the face.
Playstyle.
It's a life.
The other means of getting out of this grapple, I would assume, is like a strength check.
Correct.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You
That's
feel
it.
pretty held tight.
What about acrobatics?
I thought it was strength or acrobatics for.
I have
to
not.
get out of it.
I have not been tumbling since I
Grappled,
got off
escape.
of the ship.
ABT always
Just for
be
strength
tumbling.
here.
I have not been practicing.
Oh, because it's not a grapple. It's probably like a
It's like
creature
the
specific.
thing
Using
is
Starry
fully
Wisp.
wrapping. Yeah.
Go ahead, make your attack roll.
Mm, 12.
With a 12, that is a miss, unfortunately. It's close, but this creature is so close to you that you just can't pull your hand in. You just fire off it into the sky. Anything else, Thule?
How late in the day is it? We just started. I'm already
It's about
burning
time
through
for
my
a second
shit.
lunch.
It's probably like 3 p.m.
I'm
You guys-
gonna.
Use them resources.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw out another bardic inspiration. Like, Ralph, take my hand, please.
You can see just Thule bloody, battered. Anything else, Thule?
Shut up.
You pass that
Right
inspiration? Okay, that brings us to Grimgob.
Amy, move! And I'm gonna use bonus action telekinetic shove to pull you 5 feet towards me. You can choose to save, fail. Shoop. She moves over here.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna move and take her place. And I'm gonna say, "Code damn it, huh? Like this?" And then I'm gonna cast Rhymes Binding Ice this way to hit just the 2 salamanders
Very
and
nice.
some river.
Very, very nice.
So they need to make Constitution saving throws.
Fuck those fish in the river.
10 and 15.
They both fail.
Very nice.
All right, so they will take.
Fishing.
Yeah.
They will take 12 cold damage.
12 points of cold damage, which is 24 points of cold damage. The one that was like relatively hurt already, as that just bursts through an explosion of ice that radiates out in this cone, the creatures are both just covered with these crystals. This one that is hissing, you can hear the air just freeze in its throat and then shatter, and blood comes out with these shards of ice. The river behind in that cone just freezes solid. Little bits begin to crack off in the flow. Some of the plant life just covered behind. These creatures, both of them, pretty badly hurt now.
You just hear a little hiccup from Nora's position, and she's like, "I thought that spell was supposed to be pretty."
You see Grimgob smile, a big smile, and a thumbs up.
Anything else, Grimgob?
Yeah, their speed is also reduced to 0
Yes, it is.
until the end of my turn, and I end my turn.
That brings us to Tonki.
Alright,
Shatter him.
yes. The one that I'm grappling, I just...
Make an attack roll.
Sorry. First, he takes 3 points of grapple damage, and then the attack roll is a 17.
17 is a hit.
Max damage again for 12 points of bludgeoning damage,
Ooh,
and 3 more points of extra.
Tonki, you squeeze this creature, you squeeze it so tight, and you can see the ice has just crawled up their body. It's in their mouth, and as they just hiss, they're just going, and they just shatter as you crush this creature to death.
Nice. I'm gonna, in triumph, I'm gonna go ahead and second wind, and that'll be my turn. I'm gonna be
Alright.
like, Thule, you should not be in there.
They're just like, it is just like a frost, like red frost all across Tonki that just slowly melts into this blood and viscera that kind of just sink across the surface. But that is your turn. Tonki, you have crushed this proto-salamander. That brings us to Ralph.
All right, excellent. So now that Tully's back up, the proto-salamander is partially frozen, and I don't think I'm going to be able to wrestle him out of partially frozen. Yeah, no, it's a time. Okay, great. So instead, I'm going to okay, I will use my action to toll the dead, the frozen salamander before me.
What kind of save is that?
Wisdom 14.
3.
Toll. He's told.
Julie, go.
Yeah, you told that
Don't hold on to
salamander.
him anymore.
And he's injured, so he gets the big die.
Yes, he does.
Excellent. 6 necrotic damage.
6 points of necrotic damage. This creature, as you use this spell, there is this spectral bell that just rings. And Nora, you're a little jealous because yet again this works. kind of shakes in its place. It's looking kind of hurt.
No, I deserve that. I should deserve that.
Yes, I'll use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Tuli.
Very nice. So all of a sudden, from the depths of this dangerous situation, Tuli, you are brought back from the brink of death, and then this ward is placed upon you that bolsters your spirits.
If you would like, Tuli, because I've cast a leveled spell upon you, you can make a weapon strike upon the salamander who holds you.
I'm okay, thanks.
Okay, wouldn't that break Sanctuary?
Probably. I'm just throwing it out there. That's a possibility.
It's an option. You're saying
I need to make sure he knows all of his
else,
options
Rob?
available to him.
What kind of weapon?
I'm actually
Justice
going
cleric.
to. Is it possible to just shuffle around? I'm gonna shuffle around to the front of the salamander's face, whichever way. I'm assuming he's pointing the way that he looks like he's pointing. So that way, hopefully, it'll look at me and basically try to run visual interference.
No problem.
Right
you try to
here?
kite
Or
this
here?
creature's
I'll
attention.
more to your, yeah.
That brings us to Emmy.
I have no idea where I am anymore.
You're right here.
I'm gonna back up and go join Nora. And
It's safe over here.
That might provoke an attack. You still want to do that?
where is it?
It's right here, so you are in base contact.
Shocking grasp.
Very nice.
Very good idea.
For 18.
That is a hit.
It's about to lethal you.
It's only doing what's in its nature.
So are we. Her max is 8 lightning damage, and it
8
can't
points
take
of
reactions.
lightning
until
damage.
it's
Very
its
nice.
next
You
turn.
jolt this creature, kind of slapping it in the face as you move by, just running back. The electricity
That salamander.
jolts through this creature. Its arms kind of wilt. It's looking pretty hurt now. At the end of that, especially, it's looking rough.
I'm making my way back to where Nora is.
Okay,
Does Sanctuary also include bubbles?
sure.
Hell yeah.
Bubbles is on my person.
Okay. Anything else, Emmy?
Nope, that's it.
That brings us to Nora.
Secured.
Which one is frozen solid?
The only one left.
There's only one left.
Great.
Yeah,
The other one got crushed to death.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've done crushed him.
Force damage. We're gonna do force damage. We're gonna do some magic missile as soon as I find my other D4. It's in here somewhere. It's no. I appreciate it, but no. I have special D4s. I want to use mine.
Watch them all be ones now.
Sir.
Everyone was made by Matt.
There we go. That's a fuck you amount of ones in there. 0.
Very nice.
That's a
Matt, bless your dice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
12 points of force damage. Take it.
Much to God.
To the only one left.
No, how much?
Oh, 12.
Nora,
Yes.
tell us how it happens.
Again, I thought Rhymes Binding Ice was supposed to be a pretty spell. But instead, I just watch things explode in little tiny crystalline shards of blood and guts. As it explodes in tiny crystalline shards of blood and guts.
There you go. Tiny little magical missiles just erupt around this creature, slicing it into tiny little pieces that just fall away until you are all left in this clearing in a much more empty space. And let me take you out of initiative.
To be fair, It wasn't the rhymes that made the crushing and the bits and gore. That was just the frozen part. The rest was all y'all.
Me did some crushing.
That was pretty good crushing. Thanks for bringing them close to each other.
Prestidigitate talking so that she's
Now
not
that
covered
I'm
in blood and
out of
viscera.
imminent
Thank you, Emmy.
danger. Can I try to determine if these are native to this area and if they're being kind of like, are these other creatures being displaced? Because I'm curious if they're a result or a victim of the uprisings happening here.
What's the question?
Trying to determine the nature of these creatures now that they're not killing me. That was nature 18.
These creatures, not technically native to this plane initially, though they are found not commonly throughout Mythalstrean. They're not like unnatural to find them here. They are rarer proto-salamanders. They're related to a more elemental sort of creature. You get the sense, actually, kind of looking around a little bit, there's a lot of signs of them kind of moving about this place, these kind of stones, very carefully selected. This seems to be like a habitat. This is like where they live. Or lived.
Oh.
Hey, Julie.
Yeah.
Looks like you're considering those salamanders. Is there anything worth salvaging from them?
Well, I think we've stumbled upon their habitat. So maybe if they have any offspring or
Are you suggesting we take their babies?
No, I'm just answering Grimgob's question.
Maybe we could raise the babies
I
and ride them
suppose
like
you
the toads.
could find. I did hear something about certain salamander species have a special type of gland, but I don't know much more.
These are pretty,
Well, it did leak a lot of stuff all over Tonki.
How are you doing, Tonki? Do you...
Emmy, could you prestidigitate? Thank you,
The leaking, firing, burning stuff is normal.
and thank you for healing me.
Fire lizards.
Good job,
Fire stuff.
Grimgob, not killing me. That was a good.
Yeah, I didn't
show
hit
of
any of you guys that
control.
time. Good job standing in good places.
To answer Emmy's question, Tonki's gonna say, we could use with some patching up. If that what you asking.
That is what I'm asking. Ooh, Max.
I don't necessarily think that
14.
these
15,
creatures
14.
were a problem. More just an unfortunate encounter.
A problem for the bog or a problem for us?
Yes.
I think they were very much a problem for us.
Oh, well, in the immediate sense, yes, but I think if we attempt to avoid further interaction with types of creatures such as this, we might be able to
Well,
Nettle
honestly,
bones.
Tuli, you're the best bet we have at avoiding situations like this. None of the rest of us have the way with animals that you seem to.
Oh, but you have a way with the voice, at least. I mean, I think some of you.
While this is happening, after Tonki's been patched up, she is tromping down the river to investigate whatever this is.
Okay, make a perception check.
The voice of all things.
What do you mean by that?
I don't think we should
Oh,
be lingering here.
the lady under the leaves, like Nettlebone said.
Okay. You don't see whatever that might be. It's pretty small.
Oh, I don't even notice it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Trying to take a look around.
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna retrieve my hammer.
Okay, you walk back to where you left your hammer
12.
in the mud. With a 12, as you look around, in this immediate space, you see a lot of signs of these creatures kind of creating a life here. There's signs of them traveling up and down the far bank. And that is what you see.
Building a home together.
I hate that.
You do smell, faintly on the wind, something sweet.
Oh, it's
Which way's the wind blowing?
It's blowing from the north.
Which way's north?
North is kind of in Alana's direction here.
And that's the way we're heading, right?
Correct.
Okay.
We should keep moving.
You can see just past where this map ends, there is like a slight gradation where it begins to rise, not like a mountain or anything, but almost like a little bit of a ridge line. If you think of like the hills in Tim Burton films, it's kind of like one of those, but instead of grass hanging over it, it's just a big mound of mud, little bits of moss and fungus kind of growing here and there, but the sweet smell is kind of washing over this hill.
It smells like candy here.
There aren't any salamander eggs in the
Make a perception
area,
check.
are there? Or like...
Oh, wait.
I just failed to notice the shiny baubles.
Yeah, smell that?
Maybe I...
Yeah, candy wind.
That must be the
21.
Sweetbog.
Okay. Tuli, when Grimgob says, hey, do you smell that? You look around, you sniff the air, you do smell something sweet. You smell competing sweet smells. You smell something that is sweet and pleasant, like sugar and fresh, and something very different than what is around you in this bog. But then there is something else. There is something else that smells almost like flowering plants. But there is a tinge to it that is ever so slightly unpleasant. But your attention kind of drawn away from that because at first you think that you see some sort of a commotion down this river. There is a stretch along the stony bank where there is like a bunch of bubbles. It almost looks like something beginning to surface. But you're recognizing that this is just almost like a nest of bubbles that has been blown up in this area, kind of jostled by the current, allowing whatever is there to get fresh water, get air. You're looking at a nest.
Oh, I found it. And I'm going to go over to the nest.
Okay. You walk along this riverbank.
Careful not to fall in.
Yeah. You balance along the stones, and you reach the edge where there is this little bubble nest and 3 sort of almost translucent eggs. Each one is like the size of an ostrich egg, fairly large, and you can see within it what looks not unlike a tadpole. No eyes or features that are easily discernible, but every now and then you can see just a little wiggle.
I want to keep them as pets, but Tuli would probably want to preserve the natural habitat of these specimens. But also
they're not
recognizing
this
that, well, they are. They're just very uncommon. They are somewhat native. They're from a different elemental plane, but they're not.
Wouldn't that make them not native?
They're not native.
Well, the
but
same way
they're-
that like Minotaur, like very
Yeah.
far in their past, technically come from like the abyss,
Yeah.
but like
Ah,
a lot of
see.
them are just born like from
Like,
parents
It's,
here.
it's lowercase native, but not uppercase
Correct,
native.
correct.
transplanted species.
It's lowercase null versus uppercase null.
But also
You don't
recognizing
belong here.
we just killed this thing's parents.
Yes.
We've committed yet again more.
Crimes against nature.
Well, we're just creating
So what you're
species
saying
of
is that
Batmans.
we should adopt them.
I will say, given your nature check, very importantly, probably, this is not a crime against nature. These are elemental beings,
Right.
for what it's worth.
It's a
So
crime against the elements.
is it? So I guess, given what I understand of this situation, what is the best course of action for dealing with these eggs?
The best course of action for any kind of group of eggs is not to murder their parents.
Right. Having done that.
Ship is sailed.
Are you trying to cast Wind D&D again?
No. I'm trying to figure out, are these eggs things that should be destroyed because they're like fucking, like kudzu? Or are these like, not carpenter bees, but something that's like...
It's a predator. It's an animal. Is it elemental? Yes, but does that make it less worth being alive than like a lion or a bear?
Well, no, and that's what Tuli is thinking.
Sure.
But from an ecological perspective, is this creature causing damage to the environment that is like in an invasive way?
You look around and like there's no altering to actually when Tonki stepped in the stream slightly began to kind of redirect.
I gotta kill Tonki.
Tonki had more of an impact than these creatures did.
Okay.
When I said that they kind of made a home here, this is their environment.
Okay. So, in order for these creatures to thrive, then, I should just leave them. Because they're... But do they need nutrients that we aren't going to be able to provide now? That's the...
What are you trying to do right
I don't know,
now?
like-
Yeah,
Hey, Tully, where are you?
it's been like a few minutes at this point. If Tuli...
You guys can see Tuli is having a crisis over this
Hold on.
nest.
Can I go?
At this
can
point, Tonki
can I
has
approach
stomped over
Tuli?
and she's like, Tuli, what you looking at?
We killed the parents.
Oh, hell yeah. I
What,
take
is the
one.
end?
So you're trying to harvest one. Are you trying to do so in a way that keeps it alive?
Yes.
Okay, make a nature check. Or a survival check, your choice.
I'm gonna go on watch while the shenanigans happen.
Make a perception.
You just come over and fucking ham-fist it?
joining the watch.
No.
Perception check.
A little. 18. 18,
18's not
nature.
With a nature check, you very gently handle these things. You dip your hands in the water, understanding that to touch these with your dry hands would likely disrupt the membrane in a way that would eventually cause them to break down. These require a moist environment to stay alive and to continue to thrive in the way that they are. But you were able to pull it from the nest completely undamaged.
Oh, I got the place for this. I put it in the bag of holding which has 50 pounds of water. You guys want one too?
We
Does Puff provide advantage?
No.
so one. I'm going to assume that instead of watching like around us, Ralph is just now absorbed in the drama that has been unfolding at the nest edge now.
Nora's just looking very pointedly not at the melting goo that is the remnants of the salamanders.
15 perception.
There we go.
Someone's on
There
top
it
of it.
For what?
As usual, Emmy is
Keeping
the
watch.
You can smell the wind shift even harder from the north, and you can now smell the sort of sweet aroma of what is almost certainly this kind of sugar that you are all looking for. And that's it. You don't see your commotion seems to have scared off most animals in this immediate vicinity. You can see here and there birds kind of like alighting on trees again, kind of tentatively giving you side eyes as you have been the largest distraction in this area. But aside from that, nothing immediately dangerous coming around.
So
We should move.
So I took one egg.
Yeah.
Are you two doing anything with the other 2 eggs?
No.
Hey guys, what if we grab the rest of these eggs and give them to the Mire Pack Claw? And then they'll ride salamanders, and they already like me. Listen.
Grimmy.
Yeah.
What if we not
We
do that?
killed the parents.
Then shouldn't they have someone to look over them?
Not Grimgob.
No, not me, the Mire Pack Claw.
Not the Mire Packs.
Why not?
The frogs don't like working for them. Why would the salamander? They're not even born yet.
Aren't salamanders also like on fire vaguely? I don't think that'd be very comfortable to ride.
Tonki shows her scorched clothing and she's like, yes.
That's what I meant.
Eh.
Leave them and go.
Not my
we
I
have
can figure
other
it out.
things to do. We've already done
Speaking
enough
of
damage here.
frogs,
Me agree. Why
Where
are
are
we
we
looking
going?
at these eggs? Why are we not just leave?
I was just looking.
That's what me saying. Grimmy is the one who picked it up.
Oh, well, this one's for me. You guys don't... Okay, we should
What,
just
you
go.
gonna scramble it?
You should.
I'm gonna raise it.
How?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
We're always traveling.
Don't take this the wrong way, Grimmy, but me not think you cut out to be a father.
And also, I don't think the Spire will let you have pets.
What's the pet policy at the academy?
For the dominant minds?
Yeah.
0. There are some schools where it is mandatory to have pets. The dominant minds are not one of them. That is a
No,
distraction.
they're actually gonna be probably pretty impressed if I attain this thing.
I don't.
Ralph casts doubt.
Press the one.
It's a cantrip. You can cast it as much as you
Okay.
want.
So I should not grab any for the Mire Pack Claw. Is that what you're
You shouldn't
strongly
grab
against?
any at all.
We think you're being weird, Grimmy.
You should put it
leave.
back.
I don't know.
But you should.
I mean, should we just leave?
Why?
Because that's a creature.
And you're taking it from its
If
home.
your parents were killed and someone took you and gave you to a
Yeah,
different
that's what
pack,
happened to me.
Your parents.
So you're gonna perpetuate that cycle.
Wait, what? Are those not
Wait.
Grimgob? Aren't your mom and dad back at...
Well, maybe without the parents part, but I was kicked from my home.
Ralph has down
I had to go outside all day today.
Ralph now casts doubt and judgment.
Yeah, that's a specialty. So
I walk away.
you walk away, one of these proto-salamander eggs in your bag of holding with
Nora
the
and
50
Tuli
pounds
will
of
remember
water.
this.
Tonki shrugs and turns to follow you, but she's shaking her head. SMH.
Gonna try to cover up the other 2 eggs so that they're a little more protected from any predators coming through.
What's he
A little,
covering
like,
them with?
Underbrush or something.
Yeah, just like little bits of like scrub that is around the area.
Nora casts guidance on the eggs.
I'm gonna say this might be politically controversial. Not a creature, and so you cannot cast it.
That's true. I'm still in the brain that they're like actually. My brain is like they got hatched because they're babies. No, not babies yet. Nora casts guidance on Tuli so that Tuli can make a better nest.
and Julie makes a fine nest with the previous check. It is a very good job creating a natural looking sort of
Very
outfit.
good job. A whole D4 more.
Yeah.
Tuli, where does the frog say we need to go?
Toad.
Toad.
Well, I smelled sugar north. Oh, also sugar over there, but that was the different sugar.
Emmy's walking at this point. Just
Okay.
Probably where
Begin to
Emmy's
walk
going.
towards the hills.
All right.
Sorkinen.
Yeah, head
go.
towards the sweet smell. That's what we're here for.
How crossable is this river?
It looks just like that. It's like maybe
Okay.
10 feet wide. It's only at its deepest point, right in the center, about like 3 feet deep, and so it's not super
Oh,
deep.
I can't cross
Okay.
it.
Grimgob needs a little help.
Tonki would just almost, as an afterthought, scoop up Grimmy and put,
No, I got
put
this.
him on her shoulders.
I make myself lighter and I jump across.
Oh, that could trigger.
Sleep across, and you land. No problem.
By the way, I like this water tile, by the way.
Huh?
The water tile is very nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
big fan of
okay.
those. If you flip them over, it's a road.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys have seen that road.
Is that the
So-
road the rock is on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way. Actually, no, that was before the rock. But you make your way across the stream to where this hill sort of rises up at an incline to a almost crest of mud. And as you sort of make your way up there, you look out. Emmy, you lead the way, and so you see first on the other side of this hill, there is still just kind of like bog, but every single step it grows a little bit closer, and you can actually see places now where the water is not opaque. You can see dark silt that then gives way to pale stone in this almost large, very shallow pond, maybe 2 feet deep across the entire space. You are hit by the smell of wet earth and flowering vines and this sweetness that lingers in the air like ripe fruit that has been kind of left in the summer heat. You can see the jungle kind of almost seems to have drawn away from this basin of warm spring water. There are pale flowers that drift atop these sort of almost lily pad clusters that form greenery on the space. There are dragonflies that skim low across the water. There are frogs that here rest lazily amongst these broad lily pads. And for the first time since entering this basin, this is a very peaceful feeling place. In the very center of this, there is a sort of tall space of like greenery and plant life that grows almost 15 feet tall. These stalk-like plants. Some as thick as Tonki's wrist, growing from the marshy ground that rises out of the water in this space. They look almost like sugar trees rather than sugar cane, and they grow very central in this kind of basin. Can everybody make a perception check?
Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh. No.
Just no. Just don't even make it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, better 12.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
10.
My total is 23, if it matters.
So, for most of you, as you look out across the space, that is exactly what you see. You can see colorful birds kind of flying over top. This beautiful space really distracts from deeper insight. But for you, Emmy and Tonki, Nestled into the natural elements of this place, you do see fishing nets that have been repaired with living bits of vines. There are spears that have been left standing, now kind of almost growing roots into the ground. You can see in the distance beyond the sugarcane on the far bank of this place a little goblin hut that could easily be mistaken for a mound of flowers, for it is entirely overgrown. And Tonki, with that natural 20, nestled amongst the kind of sugar, you can see in the water, where it grows into the water, there is like barrels just kind of bobbing and floating. You can see on one of these little kind of hills that rise from the liquid, there is a little picnic that has been kind of set out, but likely a long time ago. You can see like leaves have fallen across it in places, and you can see what looks like a goblin sleeping by this picnic.
Okay.
Leaves and moss and mushrooms have grown thick across them. But even at this distance, Tonki, with a natural 20, you can see that they breathe.
Uh-oh.
And as you look across the Sweetbog, because it is 8:30, we are going to step away for a quick break. And when we come back, we will see if you can harvest the sugarcane. There is a countdown on your screen. We will be back at the end of it.
Matt just had an idea.
Is the verdict? Sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, welcome to D&D. You are a part of it now. All of you have made your way across the basin, kind of traveling by river for several days until you made your way through swamps and bogs and marshlands to a place that is much sweeter, much cleaner. Overall, with the exception of a couple of troubling details that Tonki sees, a safer place than many of the places that you have been in the past. As you sort of look out here, you can see... Tonki, are you cluing your party into anything that you're seeing?
Yeah, she'll get everybody into a huddle and just describe what she sees.
Okay.
Can I, while I'm doing so, make an insight check to see if I think this gobbo is a threat? This weirdly maybe dead but also breathing gobbo?
I would say for free it might be,
Yeah.
but you would probably need to get closer, and it's not insight. You need to kind of understand what's happening there.
Oh, okay. Me have no idea what's happening, but that what me saw.
A lot of mushrooms, you said? Must be the verdant coil.
What we gonna do?
Those are giant sugar cane.
How big are the sugarcane?
Huge. I mean, there are places where it is as thick as Tonki's wrist, and it grows up to be like 8-9 feet tall. There are a couple that are a little bit smaller on like the 6-foot scale, but they're pretty large. And many of them grow on the center in this kind of grassy little rise out of the water, some of it growing into the water itself.
Remember when you said we were gonna get them, all of them?
Nah, they just need
20.
20, yeah.
Is this normal for sugarcane?
Is this normal for sugarcane?
You look right now
It's larger
at what
than
is essentially a like crystal clear lake in a boggy, swampy pond. Actually, now that you're here, the sting of insects has disappeared. This is like an entire different biome, and you're realizing it's like almost a perfect sphere. No. For free. This is not normal what is
Are we in a
happening.
druid circle?
Make an Arcana check or nature check, your choice.
I'm gonna do nature.
Can I also make that same check?
Sure.
For arcane?
Sure.
19.
A 19.
Do I get my thing?
No.
Okay. 11.
11. And this should probably tell you something. This is not like an arcane thing, especially. Something about these plants and the way that they have been cultivated is allowing them to purge the sort of grit and grime of the bog around it. It's filtering the water actively, creating this clear space. Beyond just being good for like sugar, there's probably a lot of like agriculture applications for this plant. It's almost certainly been like magically cultivated to be this way. This is not a druid's grove, but there is something almost on the cusp of druidic, but that's not quite right. And you're also noticing, I would say, Tuli, that there are two forces at play here. You can see in places little goblin charms kind of hanging from the trees, hanging from like the little elements of like broken kind of brush. You can see little painted goblin glyphs on the stones, but you're also seeing places where it's a little bit more natural. You can see a spear that is standing upright in the mud, a little like fishing line now like long since eroded away, but at the bottom of it, the wood itself seems to have sprouted roots into the actual muddy bank.
Do you think that maybe
Oh.
this water is safe to drink too?
Oh, it does seem quite potable. It's actually being filtered.
But enough to drink?
I was this close to ritually casting detect put water, like detect, like is the water safe?
I cast it with my mouth.
You gotta cast it very rapidly. You take a sip of this water, and even to the taste, it is sweet.
Water.
Well-
Water tastes sweet.
This area is
As you drink from this, it is quite delicious, and you can see there are like living creatures that kind of flit in and out, little fish
Yeah,
in this space.
that's what might make it not drinkable.
Oh, I was trying to eat one.
well,
So wait, what are we gonna do with that sleeping goblin?
Maybe he.
this area is cultivated by something magic, similar to druidic magic, but not quite. There's something I don't quite understand.
How?
Also goblin magic, but that's different.
How long have they been missing for?
At least
This-
a few weeks.
A few weeks.
Is that what he said? I wasn't listening.
This looks like it's abandoned for much longer.
Oh, well, I think whatever is affecting it, it's long-standing. There are roots in the spear.
Well, if you wanted to grow a lot of
no.
sweet cane all at once, wouldn't you want to make sure they grew real big?
No, what I'm saying is the verdant coil, Nettle Bones mentioned it was
Well,
due to the nature of Mythalstrean, right? And reclaiming, this looks like that natural reclamation. This
Well-
isn't natural overgrowth, or at least not. This is rapid. It's too fast.
well, maybe because this area was so well maintained by the goblins for their rum distillery, it was already a good choice for a home base for the Lady Under Leaves. It is a part of the bog that is geographically very optimal, and it's also already being well maintained from an ecological standpoint.
Nora
doesn't
kind
feel
of
right.
tugs on Tonky has no sleeves. Tonky's belt.
Biceps, yeah.
Yeah, Nora.
Well, when we were last at that Lantern Marsh place, you were able to sense that kind of warm, fuzzy presence?
Yeah.
Do you sense that here?
1 second. Do I sense it here?
Close your eyes. You try to sense this.
Sensing really hard
Make a perception check.
with my senses. Not bad. Dirty 20.
Okay. With a dirty 20, I would say you close your eyes, you really listen to what is happening around you. You can hear the rain falling on the water. You can hear the sounds of birds, you can hear the sounds of insects. And you feel as if it is steadily growing a little bit quieter. And it's hard to tell whether or not that's just the time of day. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's getting a little bit darker, though still just the sun kind of beating down. It's a little bit misty, a little bit rainy in this space, kind of like that, almost like sun showers that are alternating here. There is something akin to that presence here, but it's almost just creeping in. You weren't aware of it when you first got here. It seems like it's almost rolling in like mist.
Nora, me think so, but not the same. It's sort of rolling in like mist.
Oh, maybe we brought it in.
Not
Or
sure.
maybe now that we're here, we've disturbed the area and it knows of our presence.
Also, you mentioned that goblin's alive underneath all that.
He breathing. That what me.
Is this
It's bothering me.
Well,
a
there are some
pond, a
species of
pool?
mycelium that do
Can we walk around it? Do we have to swim
parasitize.
through it? What's the?
It seemed to be about 2 feet deep. It was
It's a
relatively-
gigantic basin, so it's massive. I would say hundreds of feet wide. Only about 2 feet deep is the water, so you can just tread through if you want.
Did you say there were barrels? I thought I heard you say barrels.
Tonky called this out to all of you. There are barrels that are kind of bobbing in the space, kind of nestled into parts of the sugarcane that are in the water itself.
You think maybe those barrels are full of rum?
Maybe.
I want to go check on this goblin.
Yeah, right.
I don't know
Oh.
if we should. What
Um,
if it's a member of the coil?
I think it's a good idea, but we should be ready. It will probably try to attack us or make us like them. So I got your back, though.
Well, if we don't show
Hands on
aggression
fire.
towards it, it would have no reason to attack us.
That's a good
And
point.
if we show that we're trying to help the spirit, then maybe it will help us.
Me think you're right.
I'm not
Julie.
disagreeing with that,
So,
but it may still just attack us. So just be ready for that.
Yeah, me just gonna clench me fist just in case.
Anyways,
You said this place is hundreds of feet across. The sugarcane's in the middle?
Yeah.
Like a crater?
Yeah.
Guys, This looks like an impact crater.
What?
Like something fell in the center where all that sugarcane is unnaturally growing.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Does that track? We haven't seen any signs of this cane anywhere else, right?
Nowhere else. This looks bizarrely different. Everywhere else around you, there is swamp and kind of growing moss, vines, and these big trees. Then all of a sudden, over this hill, clear water. You can see silty bottoms. You can see fish moving amongst this crystal clear water. You can see these lily pads. The air is cleaner.
Nora, like,
Alright.
If you want to spend another 10 minutes, I can find out if it's poisoned.
I was gonna say, Nora trudges over to a lily pad and begins pulling out some cards. And is just like looking around, looking at the cards as she ritually casts Detect Magic. Like,
Okay. So you begin to do that. You begin to ritually cast Detect Poison.
And disease.
Okay.
I sneak to. Go ahead.
Alana remembers that in previous times we've had other planes kind of crack across.
Sure.
I don't know if Ralph would have ever heard of something like that.
Yeah, Ralph would have heard of like infernal intrusions into the material plane.
Yeah. Do you guys think this is like one of those weird crossover events where something from somewhere else is peeking through here, but instead of like death and fire, it's like nice?
Before I answer that, where is the goblin exactly? So like, where circle here, we're like here. I'm guessing. Where's the goblin?
Would a visual perspective be helpful?
Yeah.
Take your miniatures off this map.
Because if he was not in the center, I was just gonna start going to the center.
He is in the center.
Oh, then I don't. In which case, I'll say, well, considering that it's a perfect circle, whatever it be that's causing it might be in the center where that goblin is.
Well, yeah, that's...
Very sensible.
Yeah, Ralph had pointed out that where all the sugarcane is seems to be where the impact was, because it's just a mound in the center.
Alien sugarcane.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You never know!
You never do know.
I will red string to the end of my days.
Star elf cane.
Minka was actually found in the center of the basin.
that's why I think Minka's so nice.
And so sweet.
And then the rains came when she left.
Ooh.
Oh, it's pretty. It's so pretty.
Well, look at all them fish. I bet those are good fish.
What fish?
Where are we?
Well, that's not a fish. That's the goblin. There's so many goblins.
He rolled away.
Oh, is that
There is our napping goblin.
Oh dear.
And where are we?
Sorry.
On the other side of those stones, somewhere probably off the map.
Like over here.
No,
Yeah,
this
we're
is,
far-
and I'll pull up a encounter map here. You are looking at the center of what is a mostly circular basin that extends probably another 100 feet out from the shorter edge of this map. Maybe only an additional 50 feet off of the map on the long ends. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was going to say, you can see this goblin kind of like laying down on their side, facing this picnic. There is the cane all on the other side of them. There is kind of mushroom growth around them. Tonki had pointed out these bobbing barrels, but as you all draw closer, as Nora finds this lily pad to kind of set up on a little bit their cards, you can see that there are quite a few sort of fungal growths around this space. There are other barrels kind of bobbing in the water as well, and with those barrels, there are other bodies.
Based on my knowledge of what's going on and Ralph's question, does that seem like this area is extra planar?
There's nothing that would immediately indicate the sky looks normal. Nothing has really felt drastically shifting, aside from the fact that when you enter this basin, it does feel different, the air around here, almost just because when you stand in the water here, the air that kind of touches the water and comes off is just almost purified. There is certainly something happening here. It doesn't feel extraplanar necessarily.
Does it feel malevolent? Now, I don't understand why
Make an insight check.
suddenly the prospect of it being a crater feels not good.
Where does the water flow in from?
That's a great question. You don't see current. There's no waves. You don't see a river feeding into this space. So that's a great question.
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, You close your eyes and you listen, and you can hear the sounds of nature unfolding around you, the sounds of frogs and birds and little insects, though they're growing more distant. You can hear them behind you, but not in front of you. The Sweetbog is growing quieter around you. You can hear rain drip steadily through the canopy overhead, tapping softly against broad leaves and still water. You can smell things almost increase their bloom in this space. It is like just blooming flowers. And you notice that there is movement. A cluster of moss on the trunk of a fallen tree just shifts behind you. But that is all. It doesn't feel malevolent, but it does feel active.
What does it want from us?
Your soul, to me, your soul.
Julie, you get the sense that you would need to get closer and really examine this stuff to understand more.
I'm gonna go, but I'm being very cautious and also very non-combative.
Are you gonna wait for them to finish our casting, or are you gonna go now?
I think I'm just closing my eyes and like slowly starting to walk forward.
This is
With your
Not
eyes
even-
closed?
Yeah, with my eyes
totally-
closed.
You can't see when you close your eyes.
Oh, but I'm listening.
I think
Tuli, you gotta walk.
Ralph would
or
reach out and
listen.
hold
You
Tuli's
can't
shoulder
do
and be
both.
like, "Why don't you wait a moment? And you can listen with your eyes open. I understand what you're trying to do, but I don't think we can risk losing sight on what's happening yet. If you want to investigate the middle, I'll go with you, but maybe we wait a moment for the spells to finish."
I don't think it's trying to hurt us, and I don't know.
I
I don't feel like I need spells, but if you all need them,
The salamanders weren't really trying to hurt us either.
no.
And maybe it's good if we went in knowing what's there, so we don't disturb anything that should be there.
If it's not gonna hurt us, it okay if we wait a few minutes. And if it is gonna hurt us, we want the spells.
The spells that they're casting are informational. They're not gonna be harmful. I have a feeling like the moment we approach any of these sleeping goblins, they'll either get up or start testing us in a way I'm not sure we're ready to answer yet.
May I remind you, none of the rumors about the Verdant Coil have been good.
Well, rumors are rumors, and we have the direct source right in front of us, presumably. So that's probably the best way to find the truth of the matter.
Tuli, you can talk to animals. Can you talk to plants?
I wish.
It's a level 20 dream. You manage to filibuster Tuli for long enough, and the two of you complete your ritual castings of these spells. For you, Emmy, you cast Detect Poison and Disease, and that out across these waves, and the waves here just shimmer. This is pure water. There's nothing in here that would cause any kind of illness, which is good because half of your party has just sucked
Yeah, I
it
could have
down.
told you that. Tastes great.
It's like that.
Bird of 3,000. 10 minutes,
sponsor.
and it will detect any kind of poisonous creature, or disease within 30 feet of me.
Mommy, is the water safe?
Yes, Laura.
There's no residual leeches on us, right?
There is no residual leeches on you. This spell would probably detect that, as I think it is a poison condition that they provide, so you don't see any little glowing spots on any of you.
We got
For
a
you.
Oh, sorry.
Nora, you cast...
Detect magic.
Okay. This spreads out across the space. And the water glows.
Oh, I just drank that.
Faintly, this water glows. There is magic that suffuses this whole space.
What kind of magic? Voice in the sky?
She says in Nora's voice and not Kara's.
As you look at this appears to be some kind of like an abjuration magic, perhaps.
Oh.
But it's fading. I would say this is something that once was and no longer is.
I don't think this grove was caused by the spirit or by the verdant coil. I do think that it was meant by the, what was it, the bog washes?
That makes sense.
Magic on this grove is fading. And I assume, because it's protective, that it was helping the cane grow, which is good for the cane and apparently for everything that's around us. Probably not good for the whole marsh, although what is good for the marsh? Oh, I'm gonna turn, oh, sorry, I'm going on a Thule rabbit hole.
But
If-
and me felt that the nice, warm, fuzzy presence is starting to come in. So that makes sense. If it's not good for the main area and it's gone now.
That makes
Well,
sense.
If there is corruption in this area, I don't think that this is the source. I don't think the spirit's the source. I think something else is the source. After all, at Conflict Lake, there was a whole shield that just makes people want to fight. Conflict Lake.
Me hated that shield. It made me want to fight.
I don't know.
But you love fighting.
Yeah, but you want to choose.
now?
I think
That's-
it's time to
I think
approach the
yes.
I'm gonna
center.
start.
But we should go quietly.
Oh, yes,
We don't want to
Um,
disturb anyone's naps.
I
That's
will-
check
Stealth
magic.
check.
Eyes closed.
You have to
I
teach
will
us. Let
provide
me copy it.
cover for Thule
I'm
in the sense
listening
of
for the voice.
every like 3
of,
steps Thule
Most of the
goes
time I just
forward,
guess.
I will just trail
I'm
behind to make
listening
sure he
for
doesn't die.
the lady on the leaves.
You just do like a-
What-
So
what
Thule
she wants from
closes
me
his
in this
eyes.
moment.
And in the rain,
The
Thule,
verdant coil.
Amy, I'll give
You
you a what if
listen
you
to
tripped
the
me
wind.
while you had
What do
eyes
you
closed.
really
That's a
want?
Cheshire thing.
That's Cheshire.
your eyes are shut, and so Thule, you alone
Cheshire Red.
are the only one who does not initially witness the goblin on this hill stand up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's up.
Slowly, as you approach, they just kind of rise to their feet, almost unnatural, like the muscles
Thule, wave
propel
hello.
themselves
Be
in ways
friendly.
that they shouldn't.
I don't understand why you
Thule
feel like
is
you
up.
have to have your eyes.
It's
You
up,
see
Thule.
another one stand in the water, and then another.
Oh, that's a lot.
More than one is up.
Oh,
Thule, come back.
And then another.
that's
and
a
another.
lot.
You can
Thule,
see
wait
more
for us.
emerging soundlessly from the reeds, from the flowers that grow from the water, from beneath mats of lily pads. They just rise up. Close to a dozen, maybe more. Some wearing armor overgrown by creeping ivy, others moving with this unsettling stillness, the water not even rippling around them as they pass, all of them kind of gathering up on this hill. Is there anything that you are all doing?
Hello.
I'm following Thule, but I'm gonna let him do his thing, but I'm just like also there.
We don't mean any harm.
They stand in like a line in front of this large column of like mushroom fungus growth. 13 in total, all just kind of arrayed out.
Do they seem like they can understand Thule? Like,
So as Thule says this, you can see there is just the sound of shifting and movement. You can hear almost like the creak of trees. And then slowly the one in the center lays down. And then the next one. And the next one. Until all of them lay down across the ground. And in the mud, they spell out the word, wait. Yes,
So,
In common.
in common.
mushrooms, fungal growth.
Okay.
And you
wants
mentioned
us
that
to
there was a
wait.
lot of like fungus and mycelial growth on the goblins themselves. Is that true, or is it more like mossy plant life?
Both. But certainly these true kind of almost toadstool, like long, thin, spindly necks. You can see kind of faint glowing gills underneath. Can you arrange those goblins up on that hill? I'm going to go grab a couple more.
So, with that,
Spell out wait.
and from what we've learned over the days about the Bogwash Distillery and how they used myconids for their distilling, which caused a lot of like psychic resonance around here.
you need 10
Does
goblins
this
for
seem
weight.
like these goblins are actually like affected by maybe some myconid spores?
Make a nature check.
Natural 20!
Hell yeah.
Nice.
They've reclaimed the area.
You can get away with way less than 10
You can, but I actually looked
Wait.
it out, and the way that
1,
they're
2,
doing it,
3,
it does
4.
take 13.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Depends on how you write in common.
That's true.
For the dash and the
It's
A.
cursive, and there's a little accent above the A.
I'm assuming they're all straight like this.
As you look, they're all kind of laid out. You, Nora, you look at them and you consider what you know about nature. And though you have not had the strongest academic upbringing where you live, there is quite a lot of nature and people who study nature around you. And you channel some of that. What you are looking at here as you watch each one of these creatures lay down, almost as they come still, the next one falls, the next one falls. It's almost like a synchronized routine. This is not multiple creatures acting at once. This is a single will that is spelling this word out.
Mm-hmm. Y'all lucky I don't have access to level 3 spells.
When Thule says, I think it wants us to wait, Tonki will just sit down and await further instruction.
Is that not wet?
We are in the water at this point.
Mm-hmm.
How close do they let us get before they do that?
Are you getting? You're probably about like 30 feet away,
So we're like.
Oh, so we're all like...
right
there.
around the stones.
She would say honest.
Does the poison or disease ping at all?
Nothing.
Hello.
Where's your boy?
Are you Myconid or the spirit?
The rain softens ever so slightly. Not an admission, not an indication, but that is all that happens.
Maybe it's both.
And again, you look at this word that says wait.
Okay. For what?
For how long?
You don't know. Are you all waiting?
Let's maybe hear or see it out.
What if in waiting, they affect us with their spores and then we become like them?
That's
But
what
that
Emmy's
wouldn't be
got.
very
this.
nice.
She's got a good spell for that.
Nothing here for that.
What's the spell?
Me wait.
Protect poison and disease.
Would some type of fungal, like, infestation of this fall under those two categories?
A fungal infestation, certainly.
Okay. Very
I
good.
hate how that's phrased. Anyway, I think seeing the weight, and knowing that there is the magic in the area is fading, but there's still something clearly controlling these. I think Ralph would sit down, but would silently start to like pray to Tyr for some like indication of guide, like some like level of guidance. She doesn't have a spell or anything for it, but it's just she would sit and while waiting also be like, Tyr, what is happening?
You remember you flash back to standing within the Hall of Scales and you saying, it's a little bit out of our jurisdiction, right?
Yeah.
And you get the sense that that is the answer that you seek.
I had a neighbor who liked to sing to our plants, and she said it helped them grow. Maybe if you did some, I know you've got a lot of songs from travels. Do you have anything good for plants?
Well, from my understanding, mycelial structures aren't actually plants.
Regardless,
Yeah,
Tuli, I'm focused less on the categorization and more on the song bit.
I don't really know what myconids or
Something nice, calm, and soothing while we wait?
I can do that.
So we shouldn't harvest the sugar right now, right?
No.
We should wait.
Okay. What if...
I'm gonna take
We're
a
gonna
short
wait.
rest. and
Alright,
play
I'm just
some
gonna
viola.
vocalize I'm against this, but I will listen. But I'm
I
against
think
this.
you're growing, Grimmy.
Can I?
Yeah, I hate it.
Are there any languages? I guess I can ritually cast comprehend languages while I wait.
Sure.
I'm gonna do that.
That's not a song at all.
Oh, I guess I could also do
well,
that.
I can do that after. It only takes. I gotta rosin my bow.
Ritually casting comprehend languages
If
includes
we're
getting a
just
bow
starting
out
a
and
short rest,
over
I'm starting
rossining
a short
it.
I put my soot and salt on the bow strings.
An hour passes with
material
Tuli
components.
playing this song. You can mark off a
As
short
written.
rest if you wish. Comfortable in this place. Many of you having had some of this water. No ill effects rise from it. But an hour passes. The rain softens as Tuli plays. The rhythm almost seems to sync up with the viol. It's deliberate. It taps against the leaves like a distant drumming, and you become aware at the end of your rest, all at once the insects have stopped. Aside from the rain, a heavy silence has settled over the swamp, and the water around you, you notice the black mud that clings to the stones seems to almost settle deeper, becoming unnaturally still beneath the surface. In this space around you, where there are dead branches kind of floating in the water, they straighten out, almost seeming to form a line from where you all are to this cluster of goblins, and the air suddenly smells even cleaner than it did before. You can smell petrichor and rich soil. You can smell spring just rise in and over the bog like a summer gust, and you begin to notice another sound. Deep down beneath the earth, past where the roots and grasses grow, you hear and you feel the groaning creak of roots shifting underground. In the distance, around the edge of the basin, trees begin to creak and bend, not from the wind or the rain, but almost as if they are making room. And there are vines that pull aside like curtains, drawn by unseen hands from the dark between the trunks. This creature arrives, towering. This is a shape of roots and fungus and wood, rising from the swamp like the forest itself has decided to stand. There are mushrooms that bloom every time its foot on the ground. They just burst from the water. You can see flowers erupting in the mud behind them and then blackening suddenly again. And you can see around it goblins just emerging from the reeds. Dozens of them. And this creature stops. Up at the other end of this hill, rising all the way over. I'll get a mini, just in case.
No! Sit back down!
No, so we can see how friendly it is.
A maxi.
So you have to imagine also, similar to the miniature that Kara made, this guy has that huge, almost like mushroom cap behind him.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
And he is that tall.
Oh, okay. He's smaller than I thought he was.
It's still pretty huge.
I mean, he's massive, but like my brain was like mega old.
Little guy.
I have comprehend languages up.
You can see it tilts what might be its head, surrounded by a massive cap of a mushroom behind it, like a huge tannish fresco halo with its gills radiating out like heavenly rays, and they speak. But the sound booms not just from its form, from the roots around its feet, from the fall of the leaves upon the water into the puddles around you and the rustles of the leaf overhead. This voice just emanates out, and magical spores begin to drift from this creature through the rain like these pale stars. And you hear, "You, creature, us, help."
Are you
How?
asking or offering?
So you both kind of speak over each other. This creature to you, Thule, and then to you, Ralph. Seems to settle on Ralph and then says, "Bring peace and threat."
We have the same potential goals. Ralph's gonna look at all the goblins. They all seem to like they're like. Is it? Do they have anything identifiable on them, or are they all just moss at this point?
Yeah, certainly. You can see like little bits of clothing and like armor on some of them. You can see on one of them a spear kind of pinned to their back, though currently like flowers growing along it on vines. There are certainly like little bits that make them identifiable.
Are they from the same clan, does it look like, or are they completely disparate from one another?
Make a history check.
Over the years, the Pete takes all.
How long, Thule, does your inspiration last?
My inspiration, 10 minutes. Give it back. You wasted it.
Let's be fair. I didn't need it. Dang it. It's definitely single digits.
Okay.
They all look like goblins.
They look a lot, You try not to have this be true, but they all kind of look the same.
Do you say anything in response to this question?
I guess Ralph would be like, we want to help, but don't know how.
Decompose. Enemy. Save. Goblin.
Who is the enemy of the goblins?
They turn to you and they say...
I stand up straight and tall. As tall as I can.
Are you on a rock?
Yes, I am on a rock. Hey,
I feel like
Tonky, let me stand on that rock.
What did you say, Grimgob?
Who's the enemy of the goblins?
Like Grimgob would have found the tallest rock.
As you say that, they say...
Reduce. Gabranja. Recycle. Fort.
Oh.
Oh. The crab fort?
About reuse.
Fort pincers.
When you say that out loud, there is just this loud sigh from all of these goblins, and you feel as if that is correct.
What do you mean by recycle the fort?
I think you know what he means.
Decompose. Reduce. Destroy. Free.
Is the crab suffering?
Suffering. Producing. Destroying. Crying.
Is the crab still alive?
Thriving. Consuming. Destroying. Polluting.
Throwing the balance off.
We gotta kill the crab.
I don't.
Well,
know.
I don't think it's...
Gabranja.
Or forcibly
Goblins are their own
relocate
mercenary.
the crab.
Free the crab from the goblins.
You want us to
Well, the crab isn't naturally a fortress,
Reduce
so that's probably
Gabranja.
causing some unbalance.
What of the other goblins in the fort?
Air. Soil. Water. Spore.
That's.
It's all part of the same cycle.
Do you want us to kill Fort Pincers?
But that would also kill. It sounds like he would be happy with death to all the goblins on Fort Pincers.
Well,
but that
that's
also
not
doesn't
the-
seem great.
Not death. Borrowed hands.
Like the rest here.
All of the goblins sigh in agreement.
What will the hands be returned as they were found?
Again, they say,
Air. Soil.
Gotcha.
Water.
It's all the same.
Spore.
Who are you?
they turn to you, Grimgob, and they say,
He who grows through grief.
Does that ring any bells?
make a history check at disadvantage.
Tonky immediately is like, oh, that lady's husband.
Can I also make a check?
Sure?
Or is it at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Not bad.
Are you?
Not bad.
Bad. 10.
History. That is 16.
With the 16, nothing immediately comes to mind through tales that you've heard or things that you've researched, but your immediate history comes to mind.
Are
The
you?
lady beneath the leaves, she who is still trying, he who grows through grief. These things seem connected.
Are you related to? Oh, I'm sorry.
So we are in agreement.
Are we?
we humbly request a portion of sweet cane so that we can pass through to reach Fort Pincers. Please.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I help?
How are you helping?
I want to cast Enhance Ability on him.
Okay.
Go get him!
Was it +2 to
Advantage.
wisdom? Oh, advantage. Alright.
With
Probably charisma.
Eagle Splendor. You're so splendid right now.
Handsome Squidward all over again.
Oh yeah. 24.
24.
No, take. Nature provide.
Of course. And we hope to help enrich nature further.
You can see the goblins form a pretty decisive line along this ridge. You don't get the sense that they want you to pass it. They're not offering you this sugarcane. Tuli, you think about that. Nature provides, no take. You get the sense that this entity is telling you that if you help it, it will help you get to where you need to go.
So we can't get to
Some
Fort
side quest.
So we can't get to Fort Pincers without the cane, and we can't get the cane without going to Fort Pincers.
That seems to be the case.
What if you ask it if there's some other way we can help in meantime?
If I'm incorrect, let me know, but perhaps the provision is the path to Pincers?
From the sugarcane, there is a new shape that emerges. As you say that, a towering elk steps upon the water, making its way from this cane, and then another, and then another. Bark-covered antlers
we
full
have
of
a new
flowers. You can see moss trailing from the flanks, almost like a natural skirt. Hooves almost causing this little bloom across the surface as they do so. They step easily here, and you imagine these creatures in a boggy or muddy environment could fly across that terrain like nothing. Yes.
This is Nora.
Yes.
He who grows through grief, sir, could we just have a minute to discuss? We're not of one mind, and it takes us a little bit longer.
They consider what you're saying, and they say,
Your choice. Warning. Danger.
Yeah, I
Imminent?
got that. Be right back. Huddle. Nora says.
Yes,
I have no idea what to do anymore.
Okay, so, Tuli, I can sense which way you are leaning. But I have a problem with this.
Yeah.
If we help him destroy Fort Pincers, there's a possibility we also destroy a lot of goblins, because I don't think he really sees the difference between... And Nora gestures at the mushroom goblins. And I think for him, as long as it continues to cycle through, it doesn't matter.
Well, yes.
I think it would matter very much to the goblin people living on Fort Pincers.
Well, yes.
It's a town, right?
Well, yes, but it's a crab.
May I also put forth, Gabrandra is the current reigning head,
Yes.
right?
And we were supposed to get rid of her.
No.
No?
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 When was?
I thought everyone hated Gabrandra.
No, the Toad
maybe I
Riders
wasn't
really
paying
liked
attention.
her.
It seems like
Oh no!
it seems like goblin kind here is in constant war over who is currently leading.
Yeah, she's just the current leader.
Right. So
if
there's
we
leaders-
dethrone Gabranja, we restart what had just ended.
and
As
the
much as
cycle
I would love to
continues.
kill the current leader and become the next leader, I thought we were here for the Dirge Moon.
I'm not
Yes.
sure that's how that would go, Grim.
Well, no, that's
Grimgar,
I'm saying that's not what I'm here
When
for.
you say the word Dirge Moon out loud in this place, the water ripples away from you back and in this direction.
Ah,
What
something
happened to not
happened.
saying the words out loud, Grimgob?
And suddenly you can hear again with this gust of wind, this voice rise up.
Take gem.
Oh,
Stop rain.
it is causing the rain.
Strategic name placement.
I think Ralph would turn towards the giant creature and go, we heard there was an illness happening around here. Is that connected or is that something else?
Gem. Disease. Rot. Danger.
Oh,
We want to take the gem. Where is it?
These creatures, just 6 of them, make their way over this hill now, kind of passing amongst the goblins who move out of the way as if all of them of one mind. And they say,
Go.
Gabranja has it.
Free.
Oh.
Okay, well, if we reduce Gabranja, then maybe we can convince the rest of the goblins to leave the fort? I mean, there was a whole war over it. Oh!
as you say this, from the other side, you can hear this creature says,
Decompose. Enemies. Save. Goblin.
We just have to side with the side that thinks that the crab's a god!
Nora, make an insight check.
Where were you earlier in the session? But they'll take you now.
Great timing.
21.
Ooh.
It's important.
So Nora, you think about this, and you have pointed out to the rest of your party that this entity does not really see a difference between goblins and everything else that now stands on this hill. And if they want you to save the goblins, and they are telling you to decompose their enemies, it is not likely that they want you to convince the other goblins to join them.
No.
No.
They don't really care. They just want the crab to be freed and for the corruption to stop. So we have to take
Right.
the gem and convince the goblins who are already on the crab to get off the crab. So we
Which
just
is-
have to start the sister war again.
Does the crab need to be recycled?
Well,
I think that's less of a concern.
Eventually,
I think the fact that the
everything
crab
gets
keeps
recycled.
moving and
That's
is
the
being
point,
used as a city
I
is the
think.
problem.
Okay, I want to be clear though, because I thought he wanted us to kill the crab for a second, and that
Same.
yeah.
time
Do
will
not kill crab or kill crab.
No,
Reduce Gabranja.
reduce the fort,
Reduce. Fort.
not the crowd.
Destroy. Gabranja.
The fort might just be keeping the crab in a state it doesn't want to be in.
That makes
whether
sense to
that's
me.
alive or just as a fort.
Sorry,
you
I
for
was
your
thinking that
wisdom.
the fort and crab were literally one combined thing that could not be separated.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. But
Okay.
the
He who grows through grief.
Can we go?
Those barrels. Do they they wouldn't happen to have actively rotting things inside them, would they?
Intimating that there's maybe rum inside these barrels?
All of the goblins at the same time just turn and look over their shoulders, and you can hear the voice through this plant life just kind of boom.
Rot. Return.
Liquid?
Like what?
Liquid?
What?
Liquid?
Like maybe fermentation and alcohol.
You get the sense that you're using words that probably don't.
Fermentation
connect
feels like
here.
something might be very unnatural.
While fermentation as a process is natural, the word fermentation, kind of a tough one.
Like when fruit falls in it and birds eat the fruit and then the
What
birds
are
get a
you
little silly.
asking?
But you get the
Because
sense
I want
these
that.
goblins sort of formed a line to block the sugarcane.
Yes.
You can see these kind of barrels floating out and on the periphery. There's nothing blocking you from going to investigate them.
Could we have the barrels, please? They shouldn't be here anyway.
I would say at that, 2 of the goblins just depart from this group and slowly begin. It takes they're the worst choice for this, but as small creatures,
Nora.
it's like chest height. They wade through the water to come again.
We're sleeping underneath the water.
Can Tonky go like help them?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do it.
I'll help too. This feels weird.
I think we need to make a choice.
Well, yeah.
Still.
that is what
But
I
we
said.
can't get the sweet cane to the Mireclaw Pact. But we do have somebody who needs booze. And if we get to the crab sooner, well, at least we have a way to talk to Gabranja, because we need to have more booze to meet with Gabranja, and what better way to meet with Gabranja than the booze that you can't
We
access no
could
more?
use it like some sort of gift disguised to get into the gates of a city.
Yep.
Some sort of place that I've heard of.
Yeah, because you need
But
a gift to get
the
into a
name
large
escapes
animal.
me.
I
And they
thought
say, beware the something bearing gifts.
I thought we were gonna
But
ride
no
the
one
elves.
listened.
Yeah. That's why. Are we gonna choose to ride the elks, or are we gonna go back and try to go the way we
There's only
came?
one elk, isn't there?
There's
Six
now.
of them.
Well, we will still need some way to get in to see Gabranja. She's not going to
So,
see us otherwise.
We take the rum and put it in the bag, and then we go on the elks, and we get there really quickly, and then we can talk to them and maybe.
What about
get rid of
more?
them.
He just gonna wait for us forever?
Oh, he'll probably be fine.
Well, I meant...
How you know?
As you all say this from the other side, responding to your general statements, the voice says,
Free toads. Cross Delta.
Oh, so
There
do
it
you
is.
want us to kill... Oh. Well, we could just... You
Oh.
can just convince them to run away?
You,
The toads?
Yeah. Or maybe come up with a more equitable exchange for bugs.
I don't think so. It's their source of power. I think the only option for freeing the toads is decomposing
I think that
the goblins.
the
That right,
general issue is that the activities taking place currently in and around the basin are being exacerbated at an unnatural pace because of the Dirge Moon's activity, compounded by the fact that Gabranja is taking aggressive action that is harmful to the environment around.
Yes, so Gabranja knows Captain Mar, and Captain Mar has to make a delivery to Gabranja, so if we go with Captain Mar, we will have an entry. Elks are fast, yes, but they don't know Gabranja.
What order are we doing this in? If we're gonna do this, we'll figure out which way we're gonna go. But crab first and then Dirge Moon, or Dirge Moon first and then
It seems
crab.
they're connected.
Yeah, I realize, but I ask primarily because whatever we do, it will upset the entire political, economic, and societal structure of the basin.
And technically the current laws.
as you say this, the creature responds,
Toad. Gem. Delta.
Apparently,
Gabranja.
there's the order.
That would make sense, because we'd have to go across the toads first, and without the sugar cane, we'd have to fight them. The gem is next because it's on the estate, which is on the way.
Mm-hmm. Also, having an ancient relic with us might make us more convincing.
Is there a way that we can do all of this without symbiosis? A way that the goblins can continue their activities without interfering with the natural progression of your activities.
Removing the Dirge Moon?
Besides
Take.
the...
Gem.
Yes.
Okay.
Stop.
So
Yeah.
Rain.
I don't see how we can
Return.
be any clearer.
Soil.
Yeah.
I am ready to
Drain.
go.
Okay.
Swamp.
Oh,
Maybe
Yeah.
introduce Bubbles.
Oh, I have one of the frogs, but
Toads.
Toads. But
He's just a baby.
You take out this toad, and the toad just closes its eyes. It's as respectful a gesture as a toad can probably muster.
I do this. I go. Oh.
You close your eyes as well.
All right, so
I think our path has been very clearly laid out before us.
I agree.
I don't agree. It's not that clear to me. What's the path?
We can
Take the
walk and
elks.
discuss. But,
Well,
Right.
And follow the path of nature. Cleanse the corruption.
do you speak
That is
with?
why we came here in the first place.
exactly.
Do you speak with she who's
Oh.
still trying?
We speak. She listens.
fair.
Or rather, that is why I came here.
And for Serax.
I wish to restore balance here. It sounds like the Dirge Rune has thrown everything deeply out of whack. That part, I think, is unarguable. The method, I am concerned, but it seems like, if nothing else, the constant war is the future of Goblin society now. Here. So we're basically just pushing into the next cycle by doing this.
Well, if the Dirge Moon has been here for a long time, the war could just be part of the Dirge Moon's corruption.
Yeah. All right.
Plus, the world consists of
I mean,
many
outside
cycles.
of the basin,
This is only one.
outside of the basin, the goblins don't really have many wars around us.
Well, I am pro removing the Dirgeman for sure. I can, if removing Gabranja is the only way to cleanse the corruption, and if the crab is part of the issue, then that's all the same task. As
Nothing
that
has
being
changed.
said, we have the word of we only have heard biased words from everyone. The goblins, of course, want to keep things as they are because it's what they know. And then Sir here wishes to fully cleanse what has gone wrong. I don't know exactly what the situation is outside of that.
And just because we cleanse things does not mean that things have to die.
True.
Looks at Grimgob.
Grim, how you wanted to... What do you think of
I'm sorry, there's a lot of death involved in this current cleanse idea, so,
It's a lot of goblin genocide being
yeah,
discussed here.
yeah.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I don't know if it's just goblins, but any civilization that exists stands in the face of nature. So, would we feel different if this was our home that was told that was against nature? But with that said, I don't know.
If you told me that the general store of Mistridge was the source of the corruption, I would burn it down tomorrow.
But would you burn it down with Selias inside?
If I had to.
That's kind of what I guess we're asking of Grimgob. Except, Grimgob, I don't think any of us really want to see anyone die. We just want to reduce
Not to
Gabranja.
mention, historically,
So
goblin
if there's a
culture
way
consists
to
of
overthrow
lots of
Gabranja
violence.
without killing anyone, we just need to convince people to not want to be on the crab anymore. The toad thing, I'm hopeful we can just maybe lead toads away with more bugs. Or Bubbles can lead an uprising.
Can you ask Bubbles how they feel about an uprising?
Not uprising is a strong word. I mean maybe like a strike.
I have an idea about that. By the way, I agree. If we can get rid of Gabranja without killing anyone, that seems ideal, because then more goblins will live.
I'd agree.
I think that's idealistic. I don't think that's the path that's probably gonna happen. But we'll get there when we get there. For the Meyer Pact? Hear me out. What if we get the rest of those eggs and tell them that they should...
just replacing one problem with another.
Yeah, but they're not natural. They're elemental, so...
They're still natural.
It's all life.
Yeah, but he doesn't care about that life.
No, he cares,
He cares about all life.
in a different way than we care about it.
Goblins live. Goblins die.
It's too small.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But that would free the toads without having to kill the Meyer Pack. Otherwise, I don't think there's any other way.
But that's...
Take
And he's right.
gem.
Yeah.
Free
Take the
goblins.
judgment and stop the rain. They have no reason to ride the toads.
Well,
No, we have to get past the toads first. So that's going to be before the gems.
But that doesn't mean we have to hunt down all of the Meyer Pact.
I'm not suggesting that, but I'm just asking if they want us to free the toads. I don't think there's a way to convince the...
We're not gonna figure out a way to convince them just sitting here?
Yeah, that's why I suggested my idea of the salamander eggs.
I don't like that idea.
Would riding elks be stronger than riding toads?
I don't know if he would appreciate
No,
that.
that's not what I mean. I mean, like, if we come in riding elks and are like, we have been commanded to tell you to get rid of your toads.
Are the elves bigger than the toads?
They are certainly bigger than the toads.
Are we gonna have a steed measuring contest?
For the first time during this conversation, Tonky perks up and goes, elks bigger than toads. Great idea.
Is this how I get my Too Fast, Too Furious? Oh my god.
Steel is lighter than feathers.
I think that's a great idea. But we need to think of the fallback of that not working, and then we'll have to fight them. And I just
Why
need to...
don't we just
I feel like this is very
explain what's
odd for you, Grimgod,
happening?
and suddenly not wanting to destroy everything around you.
That's true. You do have a
I'm not
tendency for
saying I'm
violence.
against it. I'm just... You all seem to have this idealistic idea that we're going to come here and do all these things without killing anyone. And I just need to say, we should be ready to if we need to.
Well, you've been
The
ready
goal
the
is
whole
not
time.
necessarily to do so, but if it happens, it happens.
That's what I'm saying!
Right. We're all saying the same thing.
Very good.
We not fighting. Me not think, me thought we were for a second, but me not think we fighting.
That's not the intent, but if it happens...
I think that you are assuming
think we're
that
on the
we
same
are
page
going
now.
to approach things in a violent manner. All we need to do is get to where we need to go and find out more information and maybe talk to some people. We can communicate and maybe come to an understanding if we explain.
Alright, I'm ready to move on.
Take gem.
Yes.
Stop corruption. 12 gems.
Oh, we have to take off.
12 corruption.
Can you tell us the name of the other gems?
Make a persuasion check.
Nora's got the note pen ready.
Why do I gotta make it?
Because you asked
No!
This was Minka's problem all last campaign.
I'm not using my port and roll for this.
You
already rolled!
Oh, you're right.
Too late.
What kind of check was this?
It's just a persuasion.
6.
Fuck off!
You seek the Dirge Moon. Velmire's hymn. Silver rain. Sapphire tuned to storm and pain.
So that's like names of.
That all sounds like it might just be more names for the Dirgeman. Sapphire, because the Dirgeman's a sapphire. Sapphire Rain. Velmire's hymn is another dirge. And then, yeah, that's more Dirgeman.
It was
names.
a poem.
Oh, it was good.
Wasn't-
It rhymed.
Is that the same name as the ruby?
No, they
Valhorn?
were all.
That was another V though, right?
Valhorn?
Valorn.
Valorn.
Valorn. Thank you.
Valorn.
I did have one more question.
Is she who's still trying dreaming?
She does not dream. She only works.
Okay.
Let's go talk to some Mireclaw. Ideally on Elks, because that's pretty cool. But
That's
also,
pretty
maybe if we let them know that we're going to drain the swamp, literally,
Ah.
it would help them understand what's happening. And maybe that'll help ease the frog disconnection.
Just keep in mind that we're going there without what they asked for.
I know.
Have you considered what the frogs want in all of this?
Toads.
Toads?
Oh, right.
Yeah, you told us. You told us they didn't want to be ridden by them,
So...
right?
yeah. I don't see what the problem is. We should have left a while ago.
There's no issue. It's more are we taking the big cool elks or not?
I want to take the elks.
I think we taken the elks, right?
The big cool elks, will they take us straight to the pincers, or can we just use them to just travel in general?
Are they regular, like,
I believe
regular elks?
No, they're bigger than normal elks.
they
But
will
are-
take us on the
Are
path
they not
that has been provided.
covered in mycelium?
All right.
Not
Toads.
mycelium, but like
Gem.
moss.
Delta.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna be they're temporary mounts while
So
we're in
they
the basin.
seem
Yeah,
to be
that's
part
what
of
I meant. Like,
They're on
That's my
pre-
understanding.
They're on a pre-programmed route. We haven't reached a high enough level to have our own mounts yet. That's for you,
It's
Vincent.
the World of Warcraft mountain.
yeah, all right.
I'm
That's my
gonna get
understanding.
on one of the elks.
Okay. You climb on, you climb on.
Can I
I'm
take
gonna,
the biggest
I'm gonna
one?
bow
You
in
certainly can. The
deference
biggest one
first.
makes its way over to you, purposefully, Tonki.
Gives it a
You
little
bow
rub on
in
its
deference.
face.
This creature bows down to you. As they walk across the space to you, they walk on the water. And so a little extra hard to kind of climb them in this space. But eventually all of you do make your way up.
Nora like tries to
Oh,
climb on some
Tonki,
rocks
can you
so
give
that
me a
she can
boost?
get on top.
Yeah.
We get talking to help.
Thank
Well-
you.
Thank you, and we'll do what we can. May I request, if we fail, that you don't use me as extra hands?
You do what you must.
Great.
And by extension,
Yeah, I know.
And suddenly there is just a burst
You
of
turn into an
movement
extra hand, and I'm still
as
alive. You want
these
me to
bog
burn you?
striders leap and begin to just
You get
take
to
off. And you are all just dashing across this water, rapidly returning from the place that you had gone. These fresh air just streams behind you, and you
Eyes
leap
watering.
up this kind of muddy embankment, and you are right back in the bog. But now, atop these creatures, they fly across the mud. There is never a moment where they are kind of ill at ease. They never stumble. They move across sure-footed this difficult terrain at breakneck speed. There is just places where dead grass clings to like narrow runs of solid earth, but you cross a sea of mud beneath narrow channels that are maybe 2 feet deep of this dark brown water. What should take you like 8 hours just flies by.
Hell yeah.
And you
Fast
very
travel.
quickly leave this area in the distance. You travel south, you travel southeast, vaguely in the distance, kind of keeping the sound of running water off and to your left.
Put in my earbuds.
I wave to Metal Bones as we fly by his
You
cave.
do not go anywhere near that. You
Oh,
go
never mind.
completely over
Plus we're going,
east
like,
and south. And so you
billion
never
miles down.
return back to where the barge is. Whatever is happening there just happens outside of your sight. Perhaps we will return to that at some point in the future.
Bye, Mark.
He'll be
Are
fine.
we
Wait.
ever passing within 120 feet of the captain?
No.
Oh, so we're not even going back to that area with the
No.
Myrtle and
No,
Captain.
no.
Oh, I thought that we'd have to.
Certainly
Great.
not. No, you're traveling and you can hear like the river, but you never cross back over it. And so you're just kind of traveling through this space. There is a moment, maybe like 45 minutes through this trip, where you have the landscape changes. You are in like deep bog now. The air around you buzzes. There are hummingbirds that kind of fly through this space. Each of your sort of large elk is able to leap over some of these narrow channels that have become what you recognize the river that you had followed split and become kind of a delta area. The water here, a darker, almost brown black. The soil a little bit more tilted towards red. And in the air around you, suddenly you hear a lot more buzzing. And as you travel forward, you can see, traveling straight in the opposite direction by you, hummingbirds that just dart by, these iridescent colors flashing through the air.
Are we still speeding?
You're speeding. And overhead, there is just a wave of birds. You see macaws, colorful, you see orioles and others besides, just a big wave of them heading away from where you all travel to.
Is it me or is everything going away from where we're going?
What?
And as you continue to dart forward, you can see there is a disturbance in the distance. Not a disturbance. Just on the horizon, you are looking at a stampede. Swamp boars. You see lumbering, stilted, sort of reptilian sungrazers. You can see large lizard-like creatures snaking through. There is a massive stampede of creatures heading in your direction. As they begin to come closer, this is going to overwhelm all of you rather quickly. This is very much a Lion King situation.
Oh no!
But because it is about to be 10 o'clock,
Damn,
and a
Joe.
good place for us to take a break, this is where we're going to end for the evening, leaving you all to consider how you deal with the Red Flood Stampede that approaches from the east.
Cool.
But thank you for joining us for this session of A Tale of 12 Gems. It is wild out there. Please stay safe. We will be playing next week. Good night.
Bye.